So sometimes we gotta let the writing speak for itself.
All right, fellas and ladies, what's going on? Hopefully everybody's doing good. Hopefully everybody's had a good day, a good week. It's Pops and Henry Brothers here for season 2023-2024 season, episode or week 8, however you want to say it. 8 weeks into the season, and it's been pretty interesting so far. We've had some pretty dramatic things happen. We've had some unexpected things happen. We had 2 or 3 teams that remain undefeated through 6 or 7 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. 6 weeks. We had huge contract signings this year, but then we also had very unexpected injuries to happen to people involved with those contract signings. So it's been a crazy year. We've had some teams that have not been seen as the better teams the last few seasons to emerge as some of the better teams this season. So it's been a pretty interesting season. So as everybody's coming in, we are going to delve into some stuff. We've had some pretty heated conversations and debates before the podcast, as we always do. We try to fill y'all in on those, and so on and so forth. And there are a few topics we want to delve into today. I don't want to steal Pop's thunder, so I'm gonna let him talk about his here in a little bit.
Go ahead.
Well, it's just about and I, like I said, I'll let him talk about it more. But it's about the league.
Don't set me up.
No. It's because of the a little bit of an outcry and I guess a resurgence of people complaining about referees and their calls and whatnot. Pops may get into some of the reports of what the league plans to do in response to those things, how to handle those things, so on and so forth. But like I said, resurgence because this is nothing new. This happens in the NFL every few years. It just takes.
What's going on, Ron Thomas?
It just takes certain fans from certain teams, enough of them at a particular point in time in a season to speak up before the league says, okay, well, a lot of people talk about it at this particular point, so let's address it. But this is nothing new. This has happened every year. This has happened. There's been years where there's been bad calls made in a lot of games, regular season and playoffs, that get overlooked. So there's no one team that's that's been a victim of it, and no other teams have. Some people might argue that there are a handful of teams that are victims of it more. That's debatable, that's arguable, but at the end of the day, every team has had calls not go their way or calls against them that cost them important games. Every single team.
But y'all know the routine. Welcome to Pops and Henry Brothers podcast. Y'all know we're waiting on people to come in, so welcome. Y'all know what it is.
Otherwise, I hope everybody else is doing good. So when you come in here, comment on your team, comment on how you feel like your team is doing, comment on changes that your team has made that you agree with, what you don't agree with. I think the trade deadline is coming up this Tuesday. Is that right, Trev?
I think so.
Yeah. So comment on what trades you think your teams can make to beat this trade deadline to, help your team get over a hump that they may need to get over, or make improvements they need to make to either improve their season or continue the momentum that they have. Or for some people, they feel like the team needs to do things to save their season, because we are right at halfway through the season. 17 games, if I'm not mistaken. So, like I said, this is 8 games in, so
we're at the halfway point, guys.
Yep. Teams, and this is always a point that me and Travis and Pop say, it's the point where you can kind of start to see who's who.
Yeah,
what's what.
The cream's starting to rise to the top now, and the fakes are starting to get left. So we finna know who's who real quick.
Absolutely, 100%. But
and thank God those Falcons are number 1 in the NFC South in their division, 4-3, baby. We only gonna get better. We ain't even reached our full potential yet, and we already first place. So it's gonna get scary.
If you see the post, tag some folks. Tag some folks and get them in here. We're gonna try to tag as many people as we can in the next couple of minutes. In the meanwhile, enjoy the music. We're also using a new social media platform where we're pushing our episodes out to YouTube and to Pops and Henry Brothers Facebook page and the YouTube page. And I'm going to throw it in the comments here in just a second. Is Pops Henry Brothers 1997. That should be the YouTube. That should be a way to tag us, to look us up in YouTube. Otherwise, hope everything's going good.
Yeah, y'all go subscribe and hit that click, hit the like button. Pops the Henry Brothers 1997. That's the YouTube channel. And it's also, like you say, like Patrick said, it's in the comments. So y'all follow that and go subscribe if you're not subscribed already. But yeah, Ron, yes, we need to trade for a top pass rusher. I agree that we put our defense over top. Even though we're number 3 in the league now, a top pass rusher like a Danielle Hunter from the Vikings or Chase Young or Montez Sweat from Washington, that'll really help. That'll put us over the top.
Went down the wrong pipe.
Right?
Yeah, just swallowed something, went down the wrong pipe.
It's making me cough too. I don't know what's in
I
this.
know. This is something different right here.
Okay, it's powder or something. So I've been
Yeah,
coughing. It was Gatorade powder. Yeah. What coffee till I start drinking it? I was like, what is this? Because it's like the powder from it. It's like, I don't know. Seriously.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So if you
What's going on, Sharon? Sharon said, "Uh-oh, here come the family." What's
hey,
up,
Sharon
gentlemen?
Mullen, how
What's
you
going on,
doing?
Sharon?
What's up?
Hope everybody's doing good. Sharon, could you do me a favor and in the comment section give us the name of your podcast one more time so we can
Talk Your Ish.
talk your ish. There you go. I
Tuesdays
couldn't
at 8
remember.
o'clock.
Tuesdays at 8 o'clock, and
Talk
then
your ish.
like I said, and this, we can, even though we spar verbally about different topics and stuff, we still agree on a lot. We still push each other to be better.
And y'all go
Promote each other.
check them out on Facebook too on Tuesdays at 8. Talk Your Ish comes on Facebook. Go check them out. Follow them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Support. And also, Sharon, you haven't been on here in the last couple weeks. We're on YouTube now. So Pops, the Henry Brothers 1997. That's the YouTube page. Please go subscribe, like. And also, we're on StreamYard now, so new format. And if you want to come on later, just let us know. We'll get you on here.
Format right
So now everybody can come on here and talk with us live.
Yes, the format we have in the social media platform we're using now, we can actually have callers to call in and join the podcast via video and audio.
Just get y'all
My mistake. Sharon says, Talk Your Issues 8 Tuesdays. I had that part right. And on Facebook and on YouTube. And the Side Zone on Saturdays at 10 a.m. on Facebook and YouTube. Forgot about the Side Zone.
Gotcha.
It's
Appreciate
a
that.
show where they talk about relationship issues and all different kind of social issues and everything.
Pharaoh said all that COVID up in there. Nah, man. Shoot.
COVID.
Patrick gave us this Gatorade and this powder Gatorade in a cup.
Man, don't even talk like that.
And I guess I ain't used to it, and it's got me coughing because it's like the powder is like irritating. I don't know.
Yeah, so
No COVID up in this room.
I go to the, when I go work out at the gym, I use Gatorade powder along with some whey isolate and some other stuff that I put in there.
Sharon say y'all don't want none of me on there.
Bring it on.
What she say? Hey,
Whoa! I'm gonna pause. I'm even gonna pause the music.
Up in here.
I'm gonna pause the music.
Bring that lady up in here.
Sharon,
We need that.
Sharon, my darling.
Sweet dog.
Sharon.
we love StreamYard. She said, how do we like StreamYard? Love it.
We love
I
it. We
love
love
it.
it.
Yeah.
Sharon, don't ever
Don't run now.
make another comment like that again. We welcome any and all comers to come and talk football on the podcast.
They better know what they're talking about.
We don't back down from anybody. And
No,
Sharon,
no.
here's the thing about it too. And I'm gonna talk a little. I'm poking when I say this, Sharon. So don't take it personal because we just joke around each other. But
Get her.
you ain't nothing. We ain't scared of you. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
How the
You ain't nothing
Turtles
part.
say
I'm just joking about.
The
But
Turtles,
but we ain't scared of you part. I kind of mean that. So bring it on, Sharon. That's all I'm saying. Other than that, much love, Sharon. Much love. We joke around with each other and talk junk. So
She said, "Nah, y'all can't handle me. Laugh out loud."
so listen, Sharon. About 20 minutes in, maybe 15 minutes in, we're gonna have
We're
start
gonna
asking.
get you on here, Sharon.
We're gonna have some people on, and you're gonna be one of the first. Trust me. Any topic you want to talk about, or responding to whatever we're already into at the moment. So
we're gonna. That's her nickname too, by the way, y'all. Miss Chocolate Girl. So we're gonna get Miss Chocolate Girl on here too.
Miss Chocolate Girl. Okay. Gotcha. Be nice if she was sweet like a chocolate drop, but
Uh-oh.
I think she might be like that bitter chocolate.
Oh, no.
nah, we just
Oh,
don't.
It's a joke, Sharon. You know I love you.
Hey, you started it, Sharon.
Mwah, kisses. You know I love you.
Mwah, mwah. We're just joking. You started it though.
My God.
Yeah, that chocolate play process. That.
Y'all doing up like Judas did Jesus, ain't y'all
Man.
killing her out with a kiss.
I mean,
Oh, Sharon
Yeah.
said,
Running
Oh.
her with a kiss, Patrick.
"Oh, and my audio podcast is. Did you hear what Chocolate said on Spotify, Apple, Google, and others? So y'all hear that?" She said that is her audio podcast on Spotify.
now look, this is the one time that
Did
we're
you
gonna
hear
this is the one chance
what
that
Chocolate said?
Yeah, we're gonna. This is one chance you can come in and promote all your podcasts. That's after this, you can't do it no more. I'm just joking. Yes. Do me a favor, Sharon. Though, honestly, though, put them in the comments so everybody can see them.
Yeah.
Some people might tune in late and they may not go back and watch from the beginning.
Hey,
So,
yo, Joshua Bailey, what's going on?
Joshua Bailey, what's going on? We talking smack already.
I see Cubs up in there, Mary.
Sharon said I would have it no other way. Keep it coming. That's awesome.
Hey, Mary. Mary
Hey,
Bozeman.
yo, oh, my cousin Mary Bozeman.
Hello there, sweetheart.
What's going on, cuz?
How you doing? Good to hear from you. Yeah, we about to get started. So I had to pause the music to throw some smack talking back at Sharon, but now I started back. So anyway, we back now. So, but anyway, let us know about your teams, and then if you got two teams like Sharon, then let us know about both your teams, and then we'll
Sounds
Yeah,
fire.
Testing.
Did you hear what I said? I said, let us know about your team, how you feel like your team is doing. And if you got two teams like Sharon,
Ouch.
did
Sherry, you ain't got two teams, have you? You don't have two teams, do you, Sherry? They lying on you, ain't they? They are lying on you.
Yeah, but like I said,
Testing.
tell us about your teams. Unless you like Sharon,
You
you
heard
got
what
two
she said,
teams.
Daniel. She
You got-
said
if you got
she
two
don't have
teams,
to.
then-
Hey, Pat, she said she ain't got two teams. Stop lying on her.
I'm just joking. But you're a Dallas fan, right? Or is it Steelers? Or is it Dallas? Or is it Steelers? What is it, Dallas?
Them two things don't go
Or
together.
is it Steelers? Is it Steelers? Or is it Dallas?
So you
Is it Dallas?
you poking ain't you do?
Is it? Okay, you know what? I need to be. Which one is it, Sharon? Is it
Oh
Dallas or is
my
it
God,
Steelers?
Sharon said, "I don't have two teams, Pat. Stop it." Hey, Sharon, you can address that when you come on here in a little
I'm
bit.
just messing with you, Sharon.
Get it, Sharon. Get it.
Sharon said,
How was that worded that night?
Love you
that,
too,
that-
fam. Love you too.
Love you too, Mary. How was that?
Love
How
you
was
too,
that?
honey.
How was that worded on the podcast?
Stick
that
around,
day, Pat?
baby. Stick around. We're gonna talk football.
I'm
She said, "Oh, now you can't remember that I'm a Steelers
I'm a
fan.
Steelers
This is your
fan.
second time, Junior.
I'm just
Junior,
joking.
this is your
She
second
called
time,
him Junior.
Junior.
No, I'm just joking.
That's good, girl. That's good. That's good, baby.
You know I gotta troll you, Sharon. You know I gotta troll you a little bit because you troll me. You troll, we troll each other. Listen, how was it worded? I'm a Steelers fan, but I watch the Cowboys when I'm not
Everybody
watching the
do.
Steelers.
Though. She just being honest. Everybody do. Everybody do.
Much love, Sharon. Listen,
'Cause we
Sharon,
them boys.
I will give you a little bit of credit, Sharon. Sharon's one of them where once you see her and she make her presence known, you got to be ready to use it. Go ahead and start giving it because she's gonna be talking junk. So, oh, the troller just entered the
She
chat.
said, "I don't troll. The
Oh,
troll has just entered
Lord.
the chat."
Now, could it be Daryl?
Go
Could
ahead,
it
boy.
be? Could it be Phil Singlet? Could it be who?
It's,
could it be?
it's definitely Pharaoh.
Or could it be Pharaoh Sanders?
Definitely. That's a troll.
Pharaoh? No, Pharaoh's not a troll. Not at all.
Not Pharaoh. No. Not him.
Oh. Yeah, Joshua. We don't pull no punches over here, bro.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Say what
Sharon
you mean and
Sharon-
mean what you say,
Sharon
brother.
saying Joshua is a troll. You see the big eyes?
Oh,
Shot fired.
Joshua. You know what, Joshua? You snuck in on me because I didn't know you were a troll, brother. But now that I know,
Hey, Joshua, who's your team? Is it the Bills?
yeah, now that I know, Pharaoh gave me the magnifying eye, like really fast. I didn't know. I'm sorry, Pharaoh. I didn't know, bro. I was trying to figure out what she was talking about. She made a blanket statement and didn't clarify at that moment yet, so it could have been anybody.
Oh, Joshua is a Packers fan. We know Pharaoh loves
Packers,
the Bears.
that's
Pharaoh
right,
loves
Oh,
the
he
Bears.
loves the Packers. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I got you. Packers fan.
Sorry about that beating you earlier in the
Yeah.
season, Joshua. My Falcons.
Have
It was,
y'all?
it was a good game.
Yeah.
Though. I like Jordan Love. How do you feel about Jordan Love? I think he's going to be the future for y'all. If y'all stick with him, give him time. I like Jordan Love, though. How do you feel about him, Joshua?
So man said coming back to take over.
Every time that Travis makes our list out for us to pick these games, he always puts the Redskins. And I always say it's the Commanders now. He always says, well, if the mama named Redskins, I'm gonna call them Redskins. But what's funny now is that the Native American Guardians Association has just sued the Washington Commanders for changing the name to Commanders
Yeah, I seen that.
and wants to change it back. And what I said
Ain't that something?
a few days ago is,
God.
again, I'm not getting too much into politics.
About the same
But-
as us, Joshua, with Desmond Ritter. But, I like him.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you address that. Just like mainstream media led everybody to believe that the majority or the entire Native American community wanted that name changed. They were offended when actually the term of Redskins, the face paint, and all that stuff was a sign of strength, a sign of being a warrior in the Native American community. And 80 to 90% of the Native American community wanted, they embellished that name Redskin. Now, the Native American Guardians Association is now suing the Washington Commanders and is petitioning for the name to be changed back. So this has finally come out, 4 years later?
I don't want to hear that mess. They didn't speak up at the beginning when they was getting rid of the name, so I don't want to hear it now. They should have spoke up then.
We're just here commentating the news.
I know. I'm just saying,
And
saying
you
from
know-
them. I don't want to hear that
and
from
you
them.
know
I'm
that- hey,
saying.
Pat,
They
it
should
ain't-
have spoke up when they had to say
Listen. Here's the thing about it,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen people cancel? How many times have we
Exactly.
seen people's posts on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, the algorithm? They remove their posts. They don't let them speak out. They get canceled.
That's true, but they were showing Native Americans on TV
The
in
select-
interviews.
that's my point
talking about
right there.
it's a disrespect to
That
their
is
culture.
that is my
I'm just
point.
saying.
The select few.
I'm just
the,
saying.
The main,
I'm just reporting
the main,
the news.
Yes,
I'm just reporting
exactly.
the news. I know what you just
The
said.
mainstream media. First of all,
Yeah.
I didn't like that because you kind of one up me then, and I didn't like it. Kind of got me. So listen.
She said the majority of them did not like it though, and the
No,
majority
that's not true. That's not true.
Uh-oh.
The mainstream media made it out
They did.
to make it look like the majority of them. So they selected one or two little interviews here and there to make it look like the majority of the Native American community didn't like it, which in reality, they embellished it. They embellished that the Redskin symbol, the logo, the terminology. It embellishes and is like a symbolism for the fighting spirit of the Native American warrior. I'm sorry. This is not me saying this is Native American.
whatever. But anyway, Pharaoh, I like Najit, the Ricky guy. He's nice.
Okay.
I like Najit, and Justin Fields. We'll see what happens with that. But I do
Yep.
like Najit.
So before we comment further on that, but
What's
before
up,
we do
Brandon?
that, we're
What's
gonna
up,
say,
Brandon?
"What's up, Brandon?
What's going on,
Hope
Brandon?
everything's going good." Sharon, we see we know you working and multitasking. Comment when you can, or don't comment. I'm okay either way. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Wow.
I'm gonna give her a hard time every
Sharon
time.
said it is true, Pat. The majority of them did not like it, but
Yeah.
there were
It's
a lot
true.
like who did not mind
And I'm
it.
going to rebut and say it.
That's what I read in a Native American group chat.
That is not, and I'm gonna
And
say
I
it.
agree with
Native
her.
American
No,
group
no.
chat.
Hey, that was in there, Pat.
and
It
I-
was
it's
in
It's
there.
a Native American group
And
chat.
what I'm gonna say is,
It was in there. She's right. I read it.
the Native American group chats that you're in is not even 1% of the Native Americans that are in the world that embellish the name Redskin. So with that being said, I'm right. And the Native American Guardian Association, which is the association that represents Native Americans. It's kind of like the NAACP or
What
Black
can we
Lives
say, honey? What can we say?
NAACP or Black Lives Matter. If they come out and say, "Hey, this is what our community is,"
But
we're not talking about Black Lives now.
Matter.
We're not
Found
talking
out to be a fraud.
Yeah,
So
it's a problem.
NAACP. I'm just saying.
Whoa. No, they're not a
They was
fraud.
taking money.
They are a fraud. They are a fraud.
No.
And I was using that name to make an
We're
example.
not talking about them on here. We're not doing that.
Yes, we
I
are.
was using that
And
name to make
NAACP,
it.
we
I
gonna
was
talk about
using
them.
that name to make an example,
not
but
saying
I'm gonna stick to NAACP because you're
We're not doing
100%
that.
correct.
We'll handle it for you. No worries.
Yeah, y'all go ahead on.
Yeah, but you're 100% correct. So again, tit for
I
tat.
hope you'll never leave them.
But nonetheless,
Oh, I'm scared. I'm so scared right now.
but nonetheless,
Go ahead.
I'm very scared right now. Very.
How's the big?
And
Bro,
it-
I am
and-
very scared.
and then
I am.
one of the source people, since you're a fact,
How scared I am
hold.
right now.
since you one of those people that say, "What's your
No,
source,
no,
Pat?"
Dad said, but I hope we'll never meet him.
I
NCAACP.
said need them.
Oh, need them.
Oh.
I said need them.
You gotta listen
So-
to me, son.
so
You gotta
Sharon-
speak up.
So Sharon,
I am, but you not
I can
listening.
barely hear you. You gotta speak up.
Ignore me, though.
So,
No,
Sharon,
you gotta speak up.
so Sharon's pulling one of those. Well, what's your source, Pat cards? How about this? If you want to be a fact checker, how about check the fact? Go look it up. I mean,
Y'all starting already.
I mean,
and y'all both still fans.
you're not gonna make me take my work that I did to get this resource to pull it out for you. When if you don't believe it, go fact check it.
Well, I can say this: every tail has many feet.
Travis, you heard that too, right, Pop? Yeah,
Every
so-
tail has many feet. I seen it in the chat, and I also seen it. Look, that thing. It doesn't really
So-
matter now who said it, who didn't
Well, if
say
you
it,
look-
but what matters is
Sharon,
what's gonna
if-
be done next.
Whether you looked it up or not, I'm not saying whether you did or didn't. All I'm saying is you can go look it up.
She said, "Who said I didn't look it up?" She said, "I'm only going by because you said her source wasn't valid."
And I didn't say her source wasn't valid.
You said what you said.
I didn't say her source. Did I say her source wasn't valid?
That's the
What I
comment.
said is her Native American chat groups are probably not even 1% of the Native Americans that live in this country
No. They did have a problem with that for a while.
that were that would
Well, I
represent
remember them saying they had a
Yeah,
problem.
they had a
They
problem with it.
interviews.
They did
Again,
a lot of them say that.
again the mainstream media.
Patrick.
She said, "You said my source wasn't valid."
I didn't say your source wasn't
And
valid.
I told her about it was
Go-
because I read that in that chat.
So whoever's in the
I did.
podcast
It's on YouTube,
before we
bro.
move on to the next subject, rewind this podcast back.
Papa don't know that.
Rewind this.
I didn't say
No, because I can't stand when people.
I'm saying what true.
Hold on for a second. I can't stand when people say I said a particular word or two and I didn't and put words in my mouth. And you being a journalist should know better, Sharon.
You still talking about that?
No, what I'm saying is that if she said
Dude.
that I said,
Dude,
give me a second, Pops. Give me a
Okay.
second.
my bad.
If Pops, if I looked at you and you made a comment and you said, well, people might have said that, but that's only a small percentage. And then I looked at you and said, but you said my source wasn't valid. What are you gonna tell me? I didn't say your source wasn't valid.
She said, "But she said that's what you're implying."
No.
Stop.
Don't change it now. You said that I said it wasn't valid. So as a journalist, Sharon, you should know better.
Pharaoh
Stop
say,
it.
"Oh boy,
like
here
you
we
told,
go."
Like you told me, stop it, Sharon. Stop
Hey,
it.
we're not.
Am I right, Trap?
She said you're being literal, Pat. That's what
You
you meant
said
by what you
said
said.
that
That's why you
you
said.
said that
it
I
when you
said
did.
you said that I said that your point wasn't valid, which I never even implied that it wasn't valid. Never implied it wasn't valid. All I said it was not even 1%. Your Native American chat groups that you're involved in didn't say they didn't say it. Didn't say those people didn't.
Hey
feel that.
Pharaoh, how Dak Prescott said, "Here we go, here we go."
So there
She
we
said,
go.
She said that's what I'm saying, and you know that. I know what I said.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm not
chat.
saying that you said something that you didn't say, but you're saying I said something that I didn't say.
Pharaoh said, "Leave him alone, Sharon. Please, laughing out loud."
But you, Pharaoh, you get what I'm saying, right?
Hey, she get the Pat already,
No,
bro.
she's not
We
getting
just
to me.
started.
At no
She got a
point,
jerk-
Sharon's
change,
good
man.
at doing
She got-
that.
I'm telling you,
at
man.
no point
She
did I
just your
say
change, you know that,
no.
right?
At no point did I say I'm
Bro,
big.
I don't know if you can handle Sharon if she come over here.
No.
bro. She
I
killing
can
you
handle.
right
I can handle. She's
She
not
don't-
killing me.
Hey,
now.
she
You know
don't
what
do
I'm
that
saying?
to
Like,
us,
she's getting under
man.
your skin.
No, she's not.
I'm saying-
What I'm saying is,
She talked to us, but we don't get
So
like
let me
that.
ask you a question. Don't we take this commentating thing seriously, right?
We do.
And
we
we
do.
never try to misrepresent what somebody said or say they said something that they didn't say.
Sometimes it's gonna happen.
You may misunderstand somebody every now and then, right, Pops?
Yeah.
But
Read the
we
comment,
never
read the comment.
blatantly say.
Read the
I'm gonna read it and say,
comments.
but we never blatantly say somebody said something that they didn't say. I didn't imply it. I wasn't implying at your point that what they're saying, that what you're saying was your source wasn't
You have
valid.
to read the comments.
If you're implying that, then why did you say it? I never implied that your source wasn't valid. What I was saying is that is not even 1% of the Native American community
Breathe in and out.
in the United States. That doesn't mean that the source wasn't valid. That just means that there wasn't many people in comparison to the big picture that said it.
She said, nah, he can't handle me. He spends all the time trying to discredit me every show. It's funny to me. Wow.
I'm not trying to discredit you, Sharon, but when you say somebody said something they didn't say, then they have a right to.
She said, I didn't blatantly say something you didn't say.
Let her come on.
All right,
She
let me
needs to
see.
come on
Let me
here.
see for a
Yeah,
second.
Sharon, you got to come on here.
Sir, you got to
All
come
right,
on.
so
honey. You gotta come
here's
on.
what we're doing. Hold on for a second.
You got to come on.
Get her on now.
Hold on a second. Let me get ready to comment.
Sharon, we're finna get you on here.
Yeah, we're finna get you on here in just a second. So basically, Sharon says, she said, "What's your source, Pat?" Sources, and that's when I checked you on that, and I was like, "Look, I'm not gonna do the work for you. If you don't believe it, fact check it. And if you don't find it to be true, then it's not true. But you're not gonna do that because it is true.
But you know what?
But then you said my source wasn't valid. Unquote.
What can I say this, Patrick? Can I say this?
Now.
Sharon? Can I say this, y'all?
Well, let me finish this. Now that I realized that
Pharaoh, I know.
now that you were saying that you wasn't trying to say that you were saying I specifically said that, but you thought I was implying it. But then once I said I'm not even implying that, I never said your source was valid. At that point, we probably should have just moved on.
Brandon said, good game, Patrick, by the way, last week.
Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate it. That was a good game for y'all too. And honestly, we got saved again by some drop passes, but I ain't even gonna get into it yet. I'm gonna get into it later.
What's up, Kevin?
But we're going anyway. It's another story for another day.
Let's change the subject, like my man said. Listen, let's put it this way.
Yes.
They not making enough noise for us to be taking this thing this deep, okay?
Yeah. Listen.
They're not making enough
That's
noise
right,
for us.
that's
to
right.
worry
But
about it.
Magic Johnson said the name's not coming back anyway, so it don't matter.
It
what
don't matter. But listen. Kevin Kraft said, "Cool. Let's change the subject and speak about the ass whooping that the Vikings gave the supposed best team in the league this past." But I knew that was gonna happen though.
He gotta do it.
We back like Ty, baby.
But I knew
Like
they were the
Ty.
best team, and I knew they was gonna get exposed.
Yeah, we told y'all, man. That's
The lone wolf was right. He said.
and them San Francisco. Everybody
And
talking about how dominant they were.
They
You're
lost
right,
the
Sharon.
last two back to back. So
You're right. Yeah, you're right, Sharon. That's what we were just talking about. How about them Vikings, baby?
All of us stuff coming
Number
back
8,
on,
Kirk,
man.
baby. Hey, you know what though, Sharon? I'm with you. I like Kirk Cousins too as a quarterback. I'm not saying he's my favorite quarterback.
you
But-
like that?
I like. I almost fell for it. I like Kirk Cousins too. I think he's got a little. I think he's got plenty of play left in him. I think he can. He hadn't quite reached his ceiling yet too with the right surroundings. But I will say about Kirk is that he thrives better with the right pieces in place.
Yeah, it's two of him now.
Yeah.
It's bad Kirk and good Kirk.
Kurt had to grow on me. He's growing on me a little bit.
Yeah.
He's always been a good quarterback.
Yeah.
He just hasn't been consistent enough for me, like far as with his team.
Yeah.
His individual stats has always been
Yeah.
good. It's just the team.
And I remember you saying
But,
that too, Sharon. That he was a Spartan. That you were a fan of him while he was a Spartan in college. So that's good. Farrell said, "Pops, Dallas fans can't speak on the Niners getting beat when y'all still can't beat Brock Purdy."
Can I say something to him?
Oh Lord.
Oh, here we go. Why did you do that, Pharaoh?
Come on, it's not a
Kevin,
big
Kevin,
deal.
here we go. It's ruined now, Kevin.
Patrick, you doing it again.
I'm just joking, Pops. I'm trolling. Go ahead, Pops.
But the bottom line is this: last I remember, they beat us.
As a matter of fact, let's
And-
get Pharaoh. Hold on, Pops. Can we get Pharaoh and Sharon on to talk to you, Pops? Go ahead and answer, Pops.
What I got to say ain't gonna take long.
Go ahead, Pops.
It's called a lose, a win and a loss. We got beat, and that's been how 2 weeks ago. I ain't got nothing else to say about that because you know what happens now. What's happening tomorrow is what's going to count.
You ain't got nothing else to say about it, Pops?
No,
What's going
Because-
on, Dennis?
because
Dennis Holmes in the building.
Because
from
the Cowboys
Top
have
Gear
lost
Ish
games before,
on Tuesday.
and what makes it so good about it because we lost by a margin.
the host?
It doesn't matter in the books. It's going to go down as a loss. So, bro, I'm good, but we can speak on anything, and we didn't have a loss. But we won this much. We lost. So it's
Brandon
good.
say, "Here we go, my
Yeah.
goodness."
It ain't gonna go that way.
All right, so three
That's-
things,
that's 2
four
weeks
things.
ago.
Now, first
I'm
of
moving
all,
on now.
first of all, Pharaoh did a good job. Pops passed the test because we didn't spend 20 minutes on the Cowboys. You did good, Pops.
Well, I'm not gonna do that. It's 2
All right.
weeks ago.
But listen,
Let that go.
Chris
bro. Let
Garcia
that
is
go.
in the building. What's going on, Chris?
Dennis Holmes, I want to reiterate because Pops and Travel talking at the same time. The host of Talk Your Ish, along with Sharon and some of the other people in here.
And the
Thank
side, Joan
and the
on
sign,
Saturdays
Joan on
at 10
Saturday.
a.m.
Yep. Thank you, Dennis, for coming in. Make sure you post your
What's
your
up,
podcast.
Dennis? What's up, man?
Post your podcast in the comments. What's up, Chris? Sharon said, Pat Jr.
Chris, what's up, man?
Are we beating the Jags tomorrow? You know they're up on. They have us by one win in our history. I think we will, but
Think about what you're saying now.
I don't know. We'll say that for the picks. Because I can't let you know what my pick is yet, Sharon.
But you ain't got to say the pick, but you can go in on that.
But I think, personally, we'll beat them tomorrow simply because Trevor has gotten sacked a lot this season.
Yes, Lord.
And we have a really good pass rush, not exteriorly on the outside of the line with the defensive ends and interiorly. And with that being said, if you have a quarterback who has a trend so far this season getting sacked a lot because of whatever reason, with a pass rush like ours, I think that we'll be successful in stifling the pass game. That's all I'm saying. So I think we'll be successful because of the defense. The offense still hadn't fully won me over yet, Sharon, and I'm just being honest with you. And I should say more specifically, Matt Canada's scheme has not won me over yet.
What's up, Dennis?
Kenny Pickett will be a good quarterback. He'll be an awesome, great quarterback, and he is already playing really good football.
Well,
but he's starting to realize, I think, that he needs to audible sometimes. He needs to recognize what's going on in the circumstance and not necessarily adhere strictly to what Matt Canada's wanting to do every play of every drive. So, but as far as the Jaguars go, yes. And then it would be great to tie them. And on a side note, there's only, 5 quarterbacks that have beaten every team in the league, right? Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, I'm thinking Aaron. I know.
Farrell said Brock Purdy beat y'all twice. Pops, and how many times have Brock Purdy beat y'all?
Hold on for you answer that. But the reason I was going to say that is because Ben Roethlisberger, before the last time that we played them and beat them, that was one of the one or two teams that he had left to beat, to be in that club of quarterbacks that beat every other team. Sharon, I think you can probably help me confirm that stat. So once we beat the Jaguars that last time that we played them, with 5 seconds left to go in the game, that put being in that club of quarterbacks that beat every other team. So yes, it would be good to beat them and get our tie, because that's a team that we've had really good competition with since they've been in the league. So now, whatever Pharaoh was saying to you.
Hey Pharaoh, what is San Francisco's record? Hey, what is y'all record, bro? Ain't y'all got the same record that Dallas got? I'm just asking. It's the same record, ain't it? And it won't be after Dallas win tomorrow.
No. Pharaoh is a Bears fan. Dad.
I'm talking about the question. Did he ask me about?
Yeah, he's a Bears
That's
fan.
what I don't care what fan he is. I'm just saying they talking about 49ers, right?
Oh,
That's what
man.
we're talking about.
Yeah.
It ain't no big deal, Patrick. It's all good,
No,
man.
was you asking him what his record was?
No, what I said, what's the 49ers record?
Oh.
Was. And I was asking him. He was talking about they beat us, but they might have won. But at the end of the day, look at their losses and win. They got the same we got. So, I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about that. We're gonna lose some. We're not gonna win them all. And the San Francisco, they not winning them all either. Have you looked at Brock? Right now, Brock, they got him saying he looked like a real.
They lost their last 2.
He looking really bad right now. He ain't the guy y'all thought he was. He beat us, of course he did. But after that, we must have cursed him because he ain't won since. Kevin, have you thought about that? Dallas must have cursed him because he ain't won since he beat Dallas. That's something to think about, guys. Dak Prescott said himself.
He said, I asked you about how many times Purdy beat Dallas. You haven't answered.
This year he beat us once.
Oh man,
No,
here we
okay.
go.
Let me answer it now. He beat us one time. That's the only thing that matters this year. This is a new year. Okay, one time. That's not bad.
I do want to shout out to Chris Garcia. Chris said he is at the World Series. Let me do this again with the echo. World Series. I thought it was cool. Anyway, so with that being said, congratulations, bro. Hope you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Batter swing, all them songs that they sing at the baseball games.
Yeah, guys, tell me what y'all think about y'all team so far in the chat. Like, how do y'all feel like the progress is coming with y'all team, and what y'all feel like y'all need to do going forward? Like, so far, can y'all put that in the chat? Let us know how y'all feel about y'all team so far.
But I can say this: Cowboys can do something that's gonna shake the world. Jerry Jones getting ready to do something that's gonna shake everybody. Watch this thing.
Pharaoh said 2 times in a row now, bro.
Ain't nobody keeping up with that but you, bro.
Boy, you on him hard.
It ain't hard. It's all right. That's the only thing you got to talk about. Talk about something else I want to talk about.
Talk about his Bears.
No, I'm not going to talk about the Bears because he really need to be thinking about the Bears himself. I don't know what's going on. You thinking about Dallas, worried about Dallas. You should be worried about the Bears. No, we're not going to talk about the Bears because they ain't even. How can I say this in a nice way? They not even worth me even spending my time.
This is a
talking
segment
about
of the show now. Where
I'm just saying straight.
He said that not even worth.
So I ain't gonna even do it, bro. I ain't gonna even do that.
Pharaoh, he said your team wasn't even worth him speaking, man.
He didn't-
Basically,
they didn't say go with the
Pharaoh.
Cowboys.
dang.
You
man.
know I'm just poking me though. Pause, but you know what this messing around. But really, I'm not gonna spend no time talking about the Bears until they do something to catch my eye.
Chris Garcia said bum ass Cowboys had a bye week.
Yes, they did. But hey, they coming back ready. We needed that, bro.
And he also said that he may stay out there and go to the Cowboys and Rams game. So
You know you like that Cowboy.
So I guess he wasn't ignoring you, Pharaoh, but he ain't giving you what you want though. He ain't really expounding on it a lot either. Though,
I did say it one time.
One time.
Hey,
One time.
how many times they beat him this year? You answer it. How many times they beat him this year? There it is. I rest my case. See, I got my head on. I got my brains in me now. You say how many times have they beat him? This year they beat him one time. That's all I can speak on. I ain't living in last season. I'm living in this season. So talk about this season. You got me right there.
Talk your shit, Pops. Talk your shit.
Coming just straight. I come ready for y'all today because I know something getting ready to happen. Y'all don't know. That getting ready to shut all y'all up.
Ooh.
Ooh, I'm just telling you what I know now.
Whoa. Whoa.
Starting tomorrow.
Pharaoh said,
Whoa.
Pat, that's because he don't want to talk about facts.
Facts. Listen, brother. You asked me how many times have they lost, and I gave you an answer. I said one time.
So
That's
I
all
will
I can say.
So Kevin Krabs said, mark my words, my Vikes got our mojo back even without Justin Jefferson. Peep this schedule. Green Bay tomorrow, then Atlanta, then the Saints, then Denver, then Chicago, then the bye week. And we started out 0-3, and we will be over 500 by the time we hit the bye.
Vikings looking good, bro.
When December starts, we'll be on a hell of a run.
Slow down now. Let it slow
Hey,
down.
I give you credit, Kevin, what credit's due. Y'all are doing better now. But,
Yeah, y'all are.
But slow your roll.
But slow down,
You got
brother.
us coming up. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
You know, Pop be calling those upsets tonight. Yours coming, but you're doing good right now. But slow down some.
Y'all ain't got nothing for us, man. That number 3 defense we got, y'all got nothing for it. But it's gonna be interesting.
Very.
Okay.
Vikings looking good right now.
They are. All right, this
Them
is the
boys
segment
playing
where
some
we're going to
ball.
start
They
getting some
playing some
people on. So what I'm going to do
say,
is
Pops, didn't Purdy beat y'all in the playoffs before the last L y'all took?
Bro, you want to talk about last year? What is going on with you today?
My
He's a
goodness.
troll. You know this.
No, it's all right. I like that. Let me answer your question. Are you talking about this year or last year? Then I want to give you the right answer.
Ooh,
He said
we
last
bringing that heat.
No, I want to give you the right answer. I mean, I want to make sure I answer it. Which one you talking about, bro?
I guess he said last year, I guess, right, Trap? Or the year before last? Whenever the last time was.
Brandon say, I see what's going on here. Pat talking confident because he's going against my Young Buck Rams. I'd say,
Young Buck Rams.
I say it right now, we are not a playoff ready team this year.
Man, we young too.
And that's what the only time Dallas beats us,
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
when we weren't
There we
playoff
go.
ready.
Previous to that, Brandon said that the Rams are ahead of schedule, but
Pharaoh say it was this year.
ahead of schedule, but they'll be back on their ish next season. So that's basically what he's saying.
Don't bring this
young
stuff
team.
to popping the here, bro. I got talking about good young, and I don't want to hear that. What the violins at? What the violins? What the violins at?
Golly.
Just like you told me last week. What the violins? What the violins in? Do we have a violin? Brandon, I'm feeling you, dog. I'm feeling you, but I'm ready for you today.
Like I said, in other words, here we go. In other words, he said he ain't trying
I'm
to get
done with it.
So
I'm done with it.
listen, where was all this animus
Yeah.
against Pharaoh when he talked all that junk?
You know what I said? I'm trying to get on this bear. He got plenty of ammo.
hey.
On the bear.
The energy is. I'm talking about what's going on this season. I'm not getting into that place.
but you
I'm
didn't.
not,
You didn't.
ain't no
seem-
you in it.
You didn't.
I'm
seem-
talking about now.
Okay, Pops. You didn't seem to have that same.
I got the same thing.
gusto.
Talk about something I wanna talk about.
In your response to Pharaoh, though.
Brandon,
Man, I'm not living into yesterday.
Hey, Brandon said,
Come on
Pops,
now.
the Cowboys still ain't doing nothing regardless, though. That'll never change.
Look at our record. What I wins? Come on now, bro. You said yourself, them numbers talk, they speak. Now, I ain't said a word about your guys. Them Rams, I ain't said a word about the Rams. You know what? I'm gonna let you talk. Because last time me and you talked a season ago, I told you, I said, go ahead and
All
talk.
right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get Sharon on first, and then Ron is a staple of the talk, so we'll probably get Ron on also. But we're gonna get Ron, we're gonna get Sharon,
Bring it on.
and we're gonna get Brandon on here. So Sharon, I'm gonna send you an invite in your Facebook Messenger if you're listening, and when you get it, respond to it, It'll get you on stage to get on here, and then we're gonna get you, you know,
And then,
on here.
we're gonna get Brandon on here because he wants to talk about his Rams.
I hear you, man.
It's a Rams and Dallas matchup, so we gotta get him on.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever comes first serve.
Absolutely.
Come here.
Come here. Get over here.
Brandon say Pop's already guaranteeing.
Get
a victory
over
against
here.
Who? My Rams.
Hey man, you didn't let Pop ain't said nothing yet. Come on now, give me a chance to speak for myself, bro.
You ain't
Come on, young blood, give me a chance to speak for myself.
You ain't nothing.
How y'all supposed to be? How you supposed to beat me?
You ain't bad. You ain't bad. You ain't nothing. Dang.
Pop ain't said a word about the Rams. I'm just listening to you talk. You sound nervous.
Ooh. Ooh.
Woo.
Ooh.
You sound nervous.
Brandon said, "Yeah, you did.
Ooh.
I ain't said a word.
Yeah, heard him right."
I ain't said nothing about who's gonna win. I'm just listening to you, bro. That's all I'm listening. I know something that you don't know. That's all.
Well, y'all finna get a chance to talk about it in a minute.
I'm gonna listen to him talk. Yeah. I want you to come on, talk to me, bro. Come on, young blood, talk to me.
We're gonna do them. We're gonna do them one at a time or both at the same time.
Hey, Patrick.
It's
Patrick, give me that monster balls.
We gotta agree because if both
Hey,
are going at the same time, it's gonna be chaos.
No.
Who we talking about?
Brandon and Sharon.
Oh no, Brandon first. Yeah.
Sharon first or Brandon?
Or we
Sharon
bring
first.
Sharon. If Sharon still is in here, is
I'm
Sharon
pretty
still
sure.
in here?
I'm pretty sure she is.
I haven't seen no comment.
So this what we'll do.
She getting ready to come in.
I haven't seen it.
I'm gonna send her the link, and I'm gonna send both of them the link, and then they can both stage. We can bring them in. That way they'll both be set up.
Like I said, first come, first serve. Whoever comes in the backstage first, then we'll go from there. And then we'll say Ron one too. Let him be backstage also.
Yeah. But other than that, if anybody wants to come on, we'll get you on in the next 20 minutes or so.
Ron, when you do come on, let me know how that situation.
But guys,
before
with
you
this
start
new
talking,
format
okay,
that we're running, StreamYard, everybody can come
praying
on
for
now.
you, young
So
man. Praying for you.
if you want to come on, just let us know in the comments, and we'll get you on here.
So I just
Periodically.
sent invites to
Hey,
Brandon, Ron, and Sharon. So
Hey guys, hold on a minute. Ron's life going through some things right now. We y'all send out some prayers too, okay?
who?
Ron,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, we're gonna lift you up in prayer, bro.
Yes,
and
sir.
we're gonna be thinking about you.
Ron, you already know I prayed for you personally on
Yeah.
the phone. So
And I was
I
talking
already got
earlier.
you.
So we got you, brother. We praying.
We got you.
Sending up those holy prayers, man. You know what I mean? The sincere ones, you know?
Brandon said everybody didn't Pop say that the record is gonna be better after tomorrow. Yeah, he did say
Yeah, I
that.
said the record.
So that means he's already guaranteed a win.
No, let me speak on that. Yeah, I meant that. The record is gonna be better.
So that's what he said.
We ain't got another lie. Record is gonna be better.
So you saying they are biased? Is that what you're saying?
Give me the monster boys, Patch. I want to say something to him.
The monster boy.
The monster boys. Sounds fired.
Let's see here. Let's see what we got going on.
Yeah, I know you heard me say this.
Anyway, hey, I'm trying to tell you right now, don't get your hopes up because we are them boys. Come get us. Come get you some.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game.
Did it make you feel like it was more forceful, Pops, about it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Okay, it did.
I want to have that baseball.
Okay, I got you.
Farrell says, I'm just hoping that my quarterback, Tyson Bagent, shows out on primetime Sunday night so we can move on from Bustin' Fields.
Who?
Kevin Kraft
Bustin'
can shut
Fields.
talking about?
you know what up.
Who we talking about?
He's talking to Kevin about his Vikings. They Vikings and Bears.
Now, who is Trouble Man? Trouble Ram. Is that Brandon?
Brandon.
Okay. Check your connection, Brandon. It's showing that we have a possibility of getting you on, but it's saying that devices aren't connected. So,
But right now, welcome Ron to the show. What's going on, Ron?
Ron, what's going on?
What's up? First, I got to say, God is good all the time.
All the
Good.
time.
Sir.
Say that.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Now, do you have two audio sources playing together?
No.
Okay.
Are you
Kinda
feeling
like
that
echo.
prayer I sent you yet?
Oh, yeah.
Amen.
Good. Okay.
You make sure you tell the Pop praying for, okay?
All right.
But now let's get down and talk about football.
Hey, Ryan, on your end, are you hearing the sound?
No.
Okay.
So, what do you want to talk about, Ron?
It
What's
don't
on your
matter.
mind, bro?
I get it. Whatever. Whatever. No, don't
got-
leave now, Bobby. Brown.
What do y'all think
He
y'all
said, "Don't
need?
leave now, Bobby Brown."
By the deadline, by the trade deadline, what do y'all think y'all need?
That's what it was.
By the deadline, what y'all think y'all need?
Me and Travis, we've
came
been
back,
talking
though.
about this. We need a top pass rusher.
Pass rusher.
Yeah. I
A
think
top
so.
pass rusher.
I'm sorry, Ron. Patrick was talking to me. Say again.
I asked him what they need on by the trade line. And he said a top pass rusher.
Oh
Top.
yeah, let's talk about it, Ron. You know, we've had this discussion. Like I said, I would love to go get Daniel Hunter from the Vikings, pass rusher, defensive end. Like I said, we probably might have to give a first for him though.
Yeah, you gonna have to give something.
My thing is, if we feel like he's worth going to get him now for first, go make it happen. Otherwise, just wait the next year, draft a young stud, and go from there. But like I said,
Right.
Chase Young, Montez Sweat. It's a couple options out there for us. What's going on, Brandon? Welcome, Brandon, to the show, guys. It's a couple options out there for us, but how do you feel, Ron, about which way we should go for that before the trade deadline if we decide to go that way?
Hey, let me get a top pass rusher that made
I see you, bro.
a name for himself already.
Yeah.
I saw that, Brandon. I saw it.
Oh, shout out to the Carolina Panthers.
Shout out to the Carolina Panthers.
Okay, why are we shouting out at the Carolina Panthers?
Are you trying to be funny, Ron? What are you saying?
We're gonna give a shout out to the Carolina Panthers. We giving that shout
Last
out right
time
now.
I checked, the Carolina Panthers were talking all that junk before the season.
Okay.
Where'd you go?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they was talking.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Where you go, Panther fans?
I don't think I seen one in here.
Me either.
Listen, I only know. Well, I know two Panther fans. Like I said, my cousin Ryan and Brandon's girl Danielle. I think that's like the only Panther fans I know right
The
now.
Bears missing.
That's
a
about,
bad
that's
day.
about right.
And,
That I know
That's
anyway.
funny, because they all came out before the season. Then they playing hard to see.
Yeah, Brandon. And if Danielle's around, tell her I said what's up too.
Yeah, tell her we said what's up, man.
But
Oh,
far
she
as,
gone. She gone right now.
See,
okay, but far as
Make sure you shout out for us, man. Okay.
yeah, Ron trying to be funny, man.
Hey, I gotta throw something up real quick. I gotta keep it going. You know how we got certified a little bit. So Kevin Kraft says that the numbers tell the
She said she
story.
didn't get the link.
Oh, the numbers. Okay, the numbers tell the story, but you can see Pharaoh's arguments steady tap dancing around the facts like the late great Gregory Hines. Pharaoh, what you got to say about that?
Patrick, you know you should get the link, right?
Yeah, I'm sending it to her now. So it might have expired.
Send it right now, Sharon. She said she's kind of busy anyway, but you go ahead and send it.
Yeah, I'm sending it again. But yeah, so here's the thing, Ron. Let me ask you a question. Where do you think your you guys will be? Have y'all had y'all's bye yet? First of all, let me ask that, Ron.
No,
before I-
we
Not
have
yet.
our bye week.
So what week are the Atlanta Falcons by?
Week 11.
Week 11. So
Yeah,
so
bro.
4 weeks from now, counting this week, 8, 9, 10, 11. Where do you feel like your team will be at the bye? And then we'll go to Brandon.
I think we still gonna be in first place.
In the division?
Yes.
Okay. I think that's realistic to say. That's arguable to say. Brandon, you mentioned that your team is in football terminology, a young team. And doesn't mean that everybody's on the team is young, but in terms of gelling with each other, getting the program, getting new players, and then that mixed with some young players or players who are young for the team. Do you think this is a 1-year turnover for your team, or do you think you looking more of like a 2 or 3 year process to get back to where you were when you made your Super Bowl run?
Man, I feel like this year is mainly on our defense. Like our whole defense, minus of course Aaron Donald, Ernest Jones, our middle linebacker. Everybody else is like 2, 3 year players or less. But that whole draft, we drafted 14 players, all of them playing right now from the turnover, from the all-in approach that got us that Super Bowl. Now, the way they playing so far is growing pains, but they are ahead of schedule from what people thought. People thought we were going to start off the season 0-5 and all that stuff. You know, we still competitive in games, but
True.
like one of our issues really on offense is McVay. He get bullheaded when it comes to running the ball. Like he know when it works, even when it's working, he don't want to stay committed to it. He got to learn to cut that junk out. Like it's almost like when Gurley went downhill, it was a breath of fresh air for him because he want to air it out all the time. But if he learn to implement running the ball more, we can make a decent run. We might can steal a wild card spot this year, but I'm not really expecting it. Now next year we'll have our first round pick again, first one since 2016.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have probably about 13 draft picks next year, and we have our cap back. So we'll be able to go back to our approach that everybody knows since McVay been up. But we just kind of, just trying to fill it out this year. Then the guys just stepped up, do what they supposed to. They'll be implemented with what we bring in next year. We'll splash more free agency, make trades and stuff like that. Like now, I hope we don't, unless it's an edge rusher, don't do nothing. If we ain't getting an edge rusher, don't do nothing before this trade deadline is up. But other than that,
yeah, Brandon, that's what I said, man. I think y'all might can steal a wild card. Like when I'm saying the NFC ain't too tough far as the majority of teams to get into the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like the AFC is. So I think y'all might get a spot. What I'm seeing.
It's possible.
Y'all are playing ahead of schedule. Like I said,
it's still a
Cooper
chance.
Kupp's back now, and rookie Puka Nacua doing his thing, and Tutu,
y'all got a
speedster doing his
very
thing.
real chance of getting that 7th spot.
And the way the teams are playing right now, last week or so, these
You're right.
teams.
You're right, Pops. You never know.
I like.
Brandon, look how they playing. Look how these teams
I like
playing.
Puka too, though.
San
Puka
Francisco
Nacua,
and
that boy nice.
Miami,
I
all
like
of
it.
them.
I was just checking him out.
Even Kansas City
That
playing
boy
great.
is nice. He is nice.
Sharon, I sent that link
What
again,
is
Sharon.
what
Okay.
is his nationality, Brandon? Do you know?
say he's from the islands,
Okay. So is he like
either
Samoan
that
or
or,
something?
huh?
Is he like Samoan or something?
Yeah, I think he got some Samoan in him or something like that.
That makes sense. Cause I was looking at him like I didn't know what he was. I was looking at it and I seen him on film. So I was trying to figure it out. Okay. That's cool.
But yeah,
Cowboys got one of the youngest teams out there too. Y'all do know that, right? There's a lot of rookies out there with us. So I understand what you're saying when you say that,
Right.
Brandon.
So now let's get to this Cowboy and Rams matchup. How do y'all two see it going from y'all perspective, so to speak? Pops, I'll let you go in on that.
Go ahead, Brandon, 'cause he the guest.
And I do want to say thanks for the congrats, Brandon, on our win last
Last
week. That game could have went either way, bro. And I feel like I'm not sold on our offensive scheme yet with Matt Canada. And our defense have been bailing us out of games. And I think
Just cut me off.
Papa's been talking. I said, well, hold on for a second before you say that.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I was talking about them two in their matchup.
Yeah. And I said,
And you went to the Steelers.
I said, Pops, before you do that, I want to say thank you for the congratulations on
Yeah, I
last
heard.
week's game. Yeah. That's all I was gonna say is just like the Baltimore game, Baltimore by all rights outplayed us, and they probably should have won that game without those key drops. And I think the same thing can be said with some of y'all's drops too in the game. So I'm not walking away from the game saying that we outplayed y'all all throughout the game. You know what I mean? And that hands down, no matter what y'all did, we would have won. Because the point I'm getting to is that between the defense bailing us out, the offense not being strong enough to score enough points, especially against the teams that are better than where me and your teams are, and the fact that we're capitalizing off of other teams' mistakes, that still has not got me sold on our team. That's all I'm saying. Sorry about that, Pops.
No, it's okay. It's okay. But all I can say about the Cowboys, everyone is not looking at. We got some growing pains. We got a new offensive coordinator, and y'all see how he been doing. And if you ain't got that in place,
Speak on it, Pops. How you
there
been
could be
doing?
some problems.
How you been
So
doing?
Mike right now ain't jilling. Okay, then we lost Danny Rich, a linebacker. So we've been trying. We done got rid of 4 people off our practice squad, trying to make room for whoever he's talking about getting. So we trying to. I hope our guy I forgot from y'all. What's his name? Rashad Evans. He gonna probably fill that spot. Then we done lost our number 1 cornerback. Now I'm telling y'all that if you got a number 1 man on your team that's not on there, especially when you making a big deal like Diggs was, we got our branch in there. Now they already got 8 interceptions. But dealing with all that mess, and then we got alignments that's hurt back and forth. So we trying to juggle that and put all that chemistry together. And then you got Dak Prescott under the gun. I know he hears some of that stuff, so he's got to focus and get all that noise out of his head. But you look at all that, Cowboys, this bye we needed. I got a feeling when he said he had his press conference, he said he's going to stop listening to all that mess. He's going to play ball. He said he'll let us play. So I'm telling y'all, when you look at his status and his numbers, guys, his numbers look pretty good. Believe it or not, the guy got 4 interceptions. Some of these other big time got 8, 9. So, hey, I think it's going to be a good game. And like I said, Rams are putting their self together, but they got a team that can beat you if you let your guard down. Now, Brandon, that's the thing about the Rams. That's a team you can't take your eyes off. That team will get you. Because Donald's still the man. He's still the man. So your team ain't slipping. Like you said, you got a lot of young people there. But you have to understand, any given Sunday, I don't care who it is, any given Sunday, 49ers and the Vikings, Miami, all of them proved that last week. Any given Sunday, you can lose. Everybody was laughing about Cowboys getting beat by the 49ers.
Ain't that the truth?
Everybody was laughing about the Cowboys getting beat by the 49ers. And what did they do? They went, since Purdy played Dak Prescott, guys. But anyway, since the 49ers played, they have lost 2 games since then. That goes to show you how calm he is. Everybody talking about how good Purdy was. Now you look like who he's supposed to look like. You take a couple of his people away like you and our guys are on, he don't look that good.
You know what that reminds me of? Do you remember the classic UFC?
But you can go ahead now. That's all I got to say.
Do you remember the classic UFC bout when Horace Gracie lost his first UFC fight? But before that, he fought Kimo Leopoldo, the big old dude with the long hair. And it was like a grueling fight. It went like 30 minutes, but he finally beat him.
Never been in a UFC like that.
Anyway, so Horace Gracie left the ring, but then he was he was tired, and I think he had been banged up a little bit, so he couldn't return back to the octagon to face Ken Shamrock or somebody for like in one of the final matches. So Kimo runs back out there like, yeah, I contributed to that. Because of me, he wasn't gonna make it. So it's kind of like he's saying because Rams played Dallas, the 49ers played Dallas. Ever since they played Dallas, they lost their mojo, and Dallas, caused them to lose a couple of games and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying the 49ers beat the fight out of Dallas?
No. Pops is trying to say it the other way.
No, Pop ain't trying to say. Pop said what he was saying.
Pop's trying to say
Patrick, don't do that. Don't do that.
49ers.
There we go.
Am I right, Pops?
No.
Yeah, you did say that earlier.
Let me explain to you. I'm telling you what I said. Pop ain't skipping, and I ain't stuttering either. But I'm telling you guys straight up. When you get the big head and you start bragging about your law, how you beat someone, something seems to set place. And right now they losing. No matter how we got beat. It's only 1 game, guys.
But you did say that y'all beat like Rodney King 2 weeks ago.
No, I didn't say that. No, I'm not going to bring Rodney King up. No. See, I don't take names like that and joke.
It's a joke, Pop.
I know, but you notice that Pop don't do that. Those political things, I don't do that. But I know what you're saying. John, I'm going to say this. Cowboys lost to the 49ers. But if anyone be honest and look at that game, look at the game. If those referees hadn't been calling like they did, I know this sounds like a broken record.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, not only me saying it, right now the NFL is dealing with it. The commissioner said he got to deal with this. Since Dallas game,
Brandon,
and then come on, let me finish, Patrick.
Sorry.
Then the Eagles, after the Eagles lost, guess what, y'all? Now they said they got to look at the referees close.
Right. Now, Brandon, you seem to have a little bit of
let me touch on this real quick now,
and then we'll let Brandon seem to have a rebuttal.
Touch on this. Now, what Pops is saying is got some validity to it.
I'm trying to tell y'all now.
I pointed it out, and everybody was trying to ignore it when I posted about it, how Dallas got cheated in that game. But now, since the Eagles lost to Miami, they're gonna point out every single play that they was cheated on. It's funny how they
Miami lost to the Eagles. You mean?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's funny how they point every play out, like when it's a team that they like and a team that they don't like. A team that they don't like, they totally ignore. But a team that the people like, that point everything out, try to make an excuse for them. That's all.
And let me say this right quick.
Now it's coming to light. Now the refs is coming to light also.
Now Michael Parsons has got that podcast. They out to get him. They hate his guts for even talking. Now, everybody knows this. They might not admit it. That boy's talking, telling the truth what's going on in the NFL. Those referees have made it their thing to mess them up. And I'm telling y'all, if you think I'm lying, look at it close. Guys, no matter how you hate a team or love them, there are things going on in the NFL. We already know what two seasons ago, we proved that games are fixed. They already proved that games are fixed. Because one guy in the Super Bowl right before the Super Bowl, remember that? They were saying who's supposed to win. And all of a sudden they try to erase it. Guys, there's a lot going on in the NFL that you don't want to admit. Whether you like Dallas or not. Dallas is the most penalized team every season. Every season. And I know you say, well, that's something. No. Think about what I'm saying.
But that's a good point, Pops. But
maybe they need to dress their play
the
up.
point I'm making.
No, that's not it.
Listen, guys. Listen. That's a good point, Pops. But the point I'm making is they need to be fair across the board about the refs.
That's what Michael's saying.
Not just because it's Dallas. Is every team is getting cheated like we get cheated like that all the time. But I don't make no excuses.
Let's do this way. Did you see they hit Dak Prescott tucked on the ground? Did you see it?
Yes.
Did y'all see how Dak Prescott got hit on the ground when he slid? He had slid. The guy came in him.
That happens to every quarterback.
I would say this.
They didn't even not this deal. They hit the guy trying to go down.
Yeah.
I can understand it, but see, Dak was already down.
That happens every
Come on now, let me
Dak
say
was
that.
going down. He was going down. He's getting sandwiched. Guy hit him from behind. As he's going down, the guy came hit him from the front and hit his neck. And so he was saying, as he was going down, why did the guy come in and hit him late?
Guys,
he got up complaining to
the
refs,
bottom
like,
line is
refs
this.
do something.
I know a lot of you hate Dak Prescott, but I'm telling you, if you look close, you'll see some things going on.
I ain't got no hate for Dak Prescott.
No, probably don't. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying me personally, I don't hate.
Before it's
Dak
over with,
Prescott.
guys,
I just
you
don't
go.
think he's going to win anything for y'all.
Man, that's another subject. Before it's over with, every dog has his day. I don't care who you are. I know you guys all Dak ain't gonna never win. His arm, whatever. But it's strange that Dak Prescott win 12 and 13 games every season. But the only thing y'all can throw at him is he ain't won the Super Bowl. That's the only thing you got. If you take that from you, ain't got nothing to talk about Dak about. Or intercept. Now who's leading the interceptions now? Think about it, guys. Think about it.
I would say this. I think all the referees that been cheating, I think they should get suspended and fined.
That's the only thing because they can't get fired.
Did he get a chance?
Why can't they?
Huh?
Why
Because
can't
they start up, they organization start up where the referee, they won't fire them. They can suspend them and
Brandon, if we lost you, we're gonna get you back in because you didn't get a chance.
Because
I did a thing while ago. I brought it up on the NFL
He talked about his team.
About
asking. Yeah.
He's backstage.
about
Okay.
referees can get fired and whatnot. It
Right.
said no, they can't be fired. They can be penalized or fined. That's
Okay.
it. And I can bring it up again if you want me to.
Hey,
Right.
Steven, you laughing at me, bro?
They protected, bro. They protected.
Now,
see,
Brandon, I'm sorry, Ron, go ahead.
see that the problem with the
know.
referees, they know that they do shit and get away with it. Then after the game, they'll be like, well, we missed this call, we missed that call. Well, you knew that.
Well, like
Why
I said,
the
that-
game was
with
going
that
on?
Miami and the Eagles, you seen it right
Yeah.
there. Now,
So-
now it's coming to
Yeah,
light.
so Brandon
Yeah.
seemed to have a little bit of a rebuttal at when the initial thing about the referees in that game came up. So Brandon, what was on your mind? I can see it all over your face. It's written all over your face.
Yeah, speak on it, bro.
They dirty, man. The referees are dirty, man.
Yeah, these referees been doing bad. They had some moments in the Pittsburgh Rams game last week.
They did.
Yes,
They
they
did.
did. That he did.
They
They had
had-
some in our game last week, but we
Let-
still
let-
ain't
let it
complaining
finish,
about
let
it.
it
What
Go ahead.
I've noticed, like what year was that when the referees we had the replacement referees for because they was on their little
Yeah.
strike.
2 seasons ago.
That was
2 seasons
no,
ago.
that was like 4 seasons ago.
No, that's just 2 seasons ago. Now.
They've been trashed ever since that happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ever since that happened.
They
I
actually
say-
replaced them. They replaced them.
And it's like I hate you. You always hate to see it, but I done got to the point with the referees. Like it's gonna happen. They gonna do it. They gonna keep doing it.
That's where I'm at now, Brandon.
I'm
There you
with
go.
you too,
I agree,
Brandon.
Brandon.
That's where I'm at right now.
My point is,
Yeah,
I just
agree.
wanted,
Yeah.
I just wanted to be
Yeah.
fair about it. Like, if you're gonna call it on some teams and you call it across the board with the refs,
But here's my thing. My argument is, and I think Brandon's argument is too.
No, I like what he just said. That's
is
true. It's
they
gonna
do
happen.
it. They do that for every team.
And Ron
Now-
said it too. They know
now,
they're gonna get penalized for it.
If an argument can be made that you see it more prevalent with a handful of teams, okay, you may can make that
It's
argument.
true. No, it's true.
But nonetheless, the fact of the matter is, you go back and look up statistics if you want to. Every team gets bad calls, whether calls they should
Well, of
get that they
course.
don't
Yeah,
get.
Yeah.
or calls that they get that they shouldn't get. You know, I remember. I don't know, Brandon, if you remember, we played the Chargers on prime time Monday Night Football one year. We still had James Conner, and that was the night that they. I think they were talking about banning this type of tackling now because they're doing it to quarterbacks. But you know how you can grab them around the waist and kind of put your weight down on them and kind of fold their leg under them. That was that call. That was that night that Brandon James Conner almost had his leg broke. But do you remember the kickoff return that they had, where once the Charger receiver caught the ball, the guy was fixing to tackle him, and one of their players blocked our guy in the back and knocked him down, right at the sideline, right in front of the referee and Mike Tomlin, and they just let the play keep going. And Mike was pitching a fit, but that was the deciding play of the game, because I think they only won the game by 5 points or something like that.
A lot of time it is the deciding.
But my point in saying is, it don't matter, like you said, Brandon. I'm at the point now to where it don't matter how much you complain. It don't matter. It's going to happen with everybody. All the quarterbacks get hit late. All the pass interference.
Not all of them. All of them.
All of them do. All of them do. Every last one of them. I remember when we played the Patriots, the season when we went 13 and whatever.
All of them don't get hit late.
And we did the razzle dazzle with Juju Smith-Schuster, where he caught it and we pitched it all the way down the field and got down to, and then the play where they took that touchdown away from James, the tight end we used to have. I can't remember his last name now. But that last play across the end zone, when the Patriot cornerback hooked Antonio Brown and slowed him down to get around him to bat that ball up in the air, and then one of their players caught it. They weren't gonna call it either because it's the Patriots, of course. But I think me and Brandon's point is it happens to everybody, and at some point, if you know you're not gonna be able to do anything about it, you can petition, you can whine, you can. At this point, I just accept it as part of the game. That's gonna happen.
Listen, it's a double-edged sword, man. Like I said, the refs is gonna make their mistakes. They're gonna call bad plays. That's what they do. It's the referees. But at the same time, that's why you need to be prepared. Go out there, execute, take care of what you need to take care of. And if you do that, even when the refs get involved, you still should be able to win the game. If you prepared enough, you still should be able to win that game.
Sometimes
unless they just blatantly stop you from winning.
And sometimes it seems like
sometimes you can't win because they got the upper hand. You just can't.
Sharon Mullen is in the house.
Welcome, Sharon.
What's going on, Sharon? You doing all right?
Sharon, welcome.
Yeah, it's the first time that we've been face to face.
What's up, Ron?
What's up?
Hello, Phyllis.
You doing all right?
I'm doing great.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Your voice is very pleasant. I'm just joking.
He wasn't expecting it with all that rain you was pouring on him earlier.
Hey, Sharon. You know, we first of all, I want to say this. This is our friendly banter competition. You know, we've been doing this for 3 years now. It's all good. So if anybody new comes into the podcast, just know we ain't mortal enemies. This ain't we love to joke up, have a good time.
We've been doing this for 8 years now.
No, I'm talking about with Sharon being on.
Oh yeah.
Ron, all I got to say is, why you introduced me to these characters? Why? Why did you tag me that day? Why you tag me? You see what I got to put up with?
Sharon,
I can answer your question.
You know you like going back and forth with us, though. You know you do.
You see what I got to put up with?
Let me tell you why. We get ready to be
Pop's the
somebody
only one that give me any credit.
We finna go someplace.
Pop's the only one give me credit.
Sharon, I give you credit, but you're smart though. You got to see. Now she's saying we don't give us credit.
I give you credit too when you say something.
I have to give them that. I give credit.
One.
The girl's smart, man.
You know what I got to say to that?
Ron, you gotta protect me from them. They mean.
I give you credit too.
When you know, you just know. I mean, I give credit.
See.
But go ahead and throw down on that. Go ahead and say what you gotta say.
Hey, but you do know your football.
Well, except for when I said that Emmitt Smith was better than Barry Sanders, then Pops just let me have it.
Well, he did let you have it. That's arguable.
Let me explain to you why I say that, my friend. Now look,
but you also said that Emmitt Smith wasn't a top five running back.
No. Let's not revisit that. No. Let's not revisit that. No.
We know you did.
I meant Barry Sanders.
Let's not revisit that.
Okay. Good.
We're not gonna do that.
Smart.
But what
I tried, didn't I? You got to give me credit for trying.
What I was telling you, what I was trying to say is, you probably already did this. Knowing you probably did. But go back to college day when those two was head to head. The numbers are
I
set.
already
Did
did.
you know they was bumping heads back and forth in college?
Pops, we are making it a point
Wait
now
a
to
minute.
get back
I don't
into
care.
that.
No, I'm not talking
I
about
don't
that.
care.
But you already know that.
I don't care.
But the bottom line is this. I'm gonna go with you this. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. I know you feel that he's better, but when the smoke
He
clears,
is.
come on, Patrick. When you
Wait.
think,
Before we go any further, time pause.
come on,
Now,
guys.
now, Sharon, let's get this clear before we have an understanding. Who are you saying is better than who, Emmett or Barry?
She said Barry's better.
No, I think she said Emmett, right?
No, I said Emmett is better.
Hey, baby, I got you. Hey,
Oh, now you got it. It's all good.
Now it's all good because it's his
But-
running
but
back, right,
Sharon-
Brandon? Right,
No,
Brandon?
Hold
You told me you
Now
said
it's his
the other
running
guy.
back, so now it's all good.
Patrick, come on.
on,
See,
hold
You
on.
can't help that
Hold
Dallas
on.
bias.
Right.
Hold on. I said
Hold on,
that
Sharon.
Em-
Let her
hold it,
talk. Let her talk.
hold it. I said that Emmitt Smith was a better running back, period. And
That's
y'all, all three of y'all jumped down my throat and said,
No,
I
no,
didn't know
not
what I was
me, 'cause I
talking
said
about. I
Emmitt
said,
was
okay.
better.
I mean,
Pops probably
you
misunderstood.
always,
I don't
you
know
always
all of these.
talking about,
No,
Pat
no.
Jr. always talking about opinion.
They said
It's
him and my
opinion.
son said that.
Well, that's my
My son
opinion.
said that.
And I watched,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
watched
that's
them
right.
both.
But
I
see,
watched
Sharon,
both
I was with you because
players'
them the two that
careers.
said that they don't believe that.
And
Let her
I
finish,
like
let her-
each team. I like the Cowboys. I like the Lions. But I'm watching this. I'm watching these two. I'm like, how can you say that he is a better running back?
Yeah, I know. I
I
agree
agree
with
that
you.
he didn't have a great
Because they don't
career.
like Cowboys.
Well,
I'm just
well, I'll
talking
say
about the
this. Just hate.
mechanics of the position.
Nobody's hating.
Mechanics.
When you say Barry's better,
If I'm a GM,
Well, can I
if
say
I'm
this
a
real quick?
GM and I need an every down and I need
That's
an
what I
every
said.
down running back,
Mhm.
Well,
and
Barry
I got
wasn't every
these
down back.
two
He
running
was.
back, I got Barry Sanders and I got Emmitt Smith. I'm picking
Barry
Emmitt
wasn't every
Smith
down
every
back?
day and twice on Sunday. I'm doing it.
Oh,
You got my
Y'all can
vote.
have
I
it.
said that. Yeah.
Brandon and Ryan, you know how Pops wants to quote unquote let her talk, and oh yeah, you got it when it's for his player, right? But when it's opposite of his player, oh no, you hate, man. Come
Y'all
on,
all
listen.
like that. Y'all
Patrick,
like
calm
that.
down.
Hey,
Listen,
girl, you're
the
absolutely right. I
The
agree with.
apple does not
agree with
fall
your
far
opinion.
from the tree.
Like I said, we disagree,
Right.
disagree.
I heard
on
what
that,
you're
but
saying,
I
but
understand
it ain't
what
like
you're saying.
that. It's not like that.
Well, can I say something real quick? I think that
You
All
just
three of y'all
interrupted
saying
me
something
talking,
real
bro.
quick.
You
All
stop.
three of
I
y'all
wasn't
saying
done.
something
okay,
real
I'm
quick.
sorry. Go ahead, Travis. I'm sorry.
Oh, God. But what I was saying was, I agree with what you're saying, Sharon, and
Thought he was done.
I just respectfully disagree. But both backs are great backs in their own right.
How can you do
But
that?
I just
It's an
agree and
opinion,
disagree.
Pops.
That's all.
See, we've been going at this for years.
But my point is,
They both been telling me that
we're not
Hold it,
down
hold it.
we're not down in Sharon because she thinks
Yeah.
Emmett's a better back. It's her opinion.
But I've been fussing with them for
My
years like
goodness,
that.
Sharon, how would you feel if I said?
The thing that I got upset about, Sharon, is when you said that Barry wasn't a top 5 back. That's
Ooh.
when
You
I
said
was
he
like,
wasn't a top 5 all
whoa,
time back.
you
Now
say
that's
that
ludicrous.
now.
That's
No,
ludicrous.
you say that.
You did say that. You say he was
I didn't
not
hear you
all
say
the
top
time.
5.
I didn't
Not
know
all
that.
the
Yeah.
time. No, he's not.
Okay,
Oh,
Wait a
yeah,
minute.
that's
Wait a
ludicrous.
minute.
And that's
Hold,
what we
hold
got
it.
this
Time
Ron,
out, y'all.
Ron,
Time
and
out.
Brandon, y'all
I'ma let
chime in on
y'all-
that
I'ma
real
let
quick.
y'all
Barry
have
Sanders,
at it.
I'm not saying you
Can't
got to put him number
nobody
1, Ron
hear
and
what
Brandon.
y'all saying
But
because
you can at
y'all
least say
all
that man
talking
is
at the
top
same
5.
time. So can't nobody hear y'all anyway.
I'm sorry.
Can't
But
nobody
listen,
hear
what I'm
y'all
saying
anyway
is,
because y'all
I
all
want to
talking
get
at the
Ron.
same time.
I got you. I want to
But
get
what-
Ron and
Hold
Patrick got to stop
hold
talking
it.
over everybody. That's why.
But
Hold it.
but y'all go ahead and give y'all
Hold
2
it.
I
cents
think
on
she
that.
got you. She got
Hold it.
delayed.
Just hold it. Just hold it. Just let me say this.
Yeah.
In my opinion, he's not top 5 all time. Do you know how much
Mm.
football I have seen? I'm old, y'all, and I've
Yeah,
seen a lot of football.
But you're
And
not as
I'm
old as I am.
telling you,
How old are you, Sharon?
I don't care. I'm just talking about how much I've seen.
I got you.
Right?
I just
I'm
turned
talking about
47,
how
so
much
I'm,
I've seen. I've been watching the NFL since 1970 something.
Mine
Yeah.
go back further than
That's
that.
how
Mine go
old
back
I
further
am.
than that.
Yeah.
You know how you
And
go.
that's fine.
I told you my age, you would
That's
believe it.
fine. I'm just telling you, Pops, let me finish. I'm just
Okay.
saying to you, maybe you done forgot something.
Mm-mm.
Since you older than me, since you
Oh,
want to go
shot-
there, okay. You older than me. Well, maybe you done
Oh
forgot
my
some stuff
goodness.
since you older than me. But what I'm saying is, I've watched a lot of football. I've watched a lot of running backs.
Yeah.
I didn't just get my information from reading.
Okay.
I'm talking
Can
to
I-
the youngest now.
Can
Talking
I
to the
rebut that?
youngest.
Can I
And
rebut
I'm
that?
saying to you, from what I saw in the mechanics of the players,
Mhm.
I can name 6 of them better than him. 5 of them better than
No, you
him. I
can't.
got him
Okay,
like
now,
6 or
Can
7.
you do that right now,
Okay,
please?
He's
Right now?
just
Can-
outside the top 5. For
Can I
me.
can I rebut
But-
that real
but
quick?
that- but that-
for
but
you,
that-
okay.
Nah,
That's what you. I
you-
understand that.
You
Yeah,
put
yeah,
your hand,
can
you
I-
ain't listening to me because you so busy thinking about what you gonna say. You ain't
No,
heard nothing
I'm
I'm
listening
saying.
to you. I'm
Because
listening
you
to you.
thinking about
Can I
what you
rebut
gonna
that?
say.
Can I rebut that? I will say
I
this.
want Brandon's opinion. That's whose opinion I want.
Okay, but can I
want
rebut that?
I want Brandon and Ryan's opinion. I done
Are you
heard
afraid?
all y'all
Are you afraid to hear what I'm gonna say?
No, because you did already.
Are you afraid to hear what I'm gonna say?
That's
That-
it. That's
No,
your they
but what if
never
I
afraid
what
of
if I
you,
got
honey.
more? What if I got more to say?
No. Never.
Let our guest talk.
Never
What's up,
afraid to
Rachel?
hear what you got to say.
Go ahead, guys.
Go ahead,
Come
go ahead.
over here
Go
to
ahead, go ahead,
argue
Ron
and
Brandon.
monopolize the conversation.
We
I
wanna
came
hear
on
your
here
opinion,
because
too.
I want to hear what these other 2 gentlemen think about it.
All right, and then you will hear what I got to say on it afterwards. Go ahead, Ron, and go ahead, Ron
Oh,
Brandon.
that's fine.
Go
You
ahead.
can go when you want to. It's your show. Do it what
Yeah,
you
go ahead,
want.
Brandon.
It's your
Go ahead,
show.
go ahead, Ron and Brandon.
Yo, Brandon.
So who's better, Emmett or Barry Sanders?
No. Is he a top 5 back?
Is he a top 5 back? Barry Sanders, absolutely. And this coming from me, my favorite. There's favorites, and Trav Marshall Faulk. He's my favorite running back player of all time. But Barry, I always looked at him as the best yellow top 5 because I could only imagine if he had that same offensive line that Emmitt Smith had. And that's not diminishing Emmitt Smith.
I'm so sick of that.
Yeah,
I'm so
but-
sick of that.
but-
excuse.
I'm out of here.
And this reason why I say that is because for Barry to have his body of work, having to run away from the line of scrimmage to get his yards, imagine if he just had to run forward. Without this bad line that he had to do all the ankle breaking and stuff like that, where he could just run, go north and south. I can only imagine. And the fact that how long was it after that Emmett? Because Emmett was right there. But how long did it take for Emmett to break that record?
They had to play long after him. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that aspect of it right there is just hard to look past. If he had that good line, and then we saw how Emmett looked when he went to the Cardinals. Some people would say his
That
age.
was later days, bro.
Yeah, I get that.
Come on
Let
now.
him finish that. You gotta let him
But-
finish. You gotta stop cutting the man
But
off.
he was running just fine behind that Dallas line right before he went there.
Right.
So
Very
that's just my opinion on it,
Let me.
All right, Ron.
Let me.
No.
So-
Ron,
so-
we're gonna
so-
get our
wait,
guest.
wait,
No.
wait.
We got to say something.
No.
I got a comment what Brandon said. Then we go
No,
right.
you
Ron.
don't. Let Ron go.
No, you don't. Let Ron. You know, if
I know.
one,
wanna
I
hear
know. I
from Ron
don't.
Thomas.
if one of
I
us
want to
can
hear from
interject,
my
then go let
brother.
the other get.
My brother,
Go ahead.
Ron Thomas. That's what I want
Go
to
ahead,
hear
go ahead,
from.
Ron.
My
Go
brother.
ahead. See, that's how it feels.
Go
Go ahead,
from
Ron.
my brother.
Me,
I don't
me,
have an issue like
Yeah.
that though. See, that's the thing. I don't have an issue.
Go ahead, Ron.
me, I've been saying
You
Barry
got put hurt
Sanders.
on that while ago.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
no, you're hurt right
Go
now.
ahead.
I can tell.
Go ahead, Ron.
But go ahead,
I've
Ron.
been saying Barry Sanders a top 5 of all time. What he done with the Detroit Lions, let that sink in. The Detroit Lions.
Yes.
I agree. How about
What
that?
he done by himself.
Oh my God.
So basically,
Have
Who
any
else?
of y'all ever looked
Now-
at the actual
hold on.
statistics?
Let
on
Ron
the
finish.
on
Let
those
Ron
Detroit
finish, Sharon.
Lions?
Let Ron. Let
Have you
Ron
done
finish,
that,
Sharon.
you
Sharon, let
done
Ron finish. Ron was talking. Let him finish.
I have. That's why
No,
I'm
he's not
asking.
finished yet. Go ahead, Ron.
Who
Go ahead,
else? Who else at when Barry Sanders played? Who else the Detroit Lions had?
Exactly.
I mean, they had Herman Moore and they had
What did you say?
They had
Who
some
else?
good
What
backs.
did you say?
Charlie Batch,
He
quarterback.
said, "Who else has the
Ronnie Pete.
Who else
has
the Detroit Lions had beside Barry Sanders?
And they had the fullback. He was pretty good.
Yeah.
But
They had
You
you
mean
know,
household names?
wait,
You mean household names?
household.
These guys made a
You don't
name for
mean
themselves.
you don't mean
No.
Pro Bowlers or
House-
all pro. You just
house-
mean household names. Is
Right,
that what you're asking about?
right.
These
Yeah.
guys
Because see, I
were
checked the
household
stats. I checked
So-
the stats, y'all. And those teams were not, those offensive lines were not as bad as everybody loves to talk about. That's the thing. That's the separator.
Were they as good as the
Everybody
Cowboys?
wants to talk about
Were they as
how
good as the
much better
Cowboys?
the Cowboys was. How much
Were-
better? Oh, and if he didn't have all that, if he
Was
had
it-
all that,
Was
oh,
that
he
line?
would've-
Was that line?
would've
Is that
just
team
run
as
down
good as the
the field.
Cowboys line and
you
team?
mean to tell me y'all believe that just because he had an old line to make a hole, that he would have just beat everybody on the field?
Yes.
And the skill position players too. And the skill position players to go with it.
It don't work like
The
that.
skill, because they can stack the box.
How do you know?
They stack the box against Barry.
How do you
Yeah,
know
Barry
that
Sanders-
he would have
Barry
beat
Sanders-
everybody when
I'll
you
go on
never
record-
saw him get hit?
I'll go on record
because
to
he
say
was
this.
running around like this.
I'll go on
How
record
do you
to say,
know?
yeah, I'll go on record to
You
say
just
this.
said
Barry
it
Sanders,
yourself. I'm gonna
Barry
keep talking
Sanders-
because you're not gonna let me finish making
Barry
my point.
Sanders
No,
in
you
terms
just
of
talking. Finish.
I can't
You
hear
just
both of
keep
y'all. Both of
talking.
y'all talking.
What I'm saying to you is, how do you know if what you're saying is true, that he got all them yards because he could not run
I got
straight
the perfect
ahead?
answer for it.
He had to run all over like this,
I got
and
the
that's
perfect
how
answer.
he still got all that yardage running all over the place.
And-
How
and
do
your
you
question
know
is
if
how
he
we
was
know?
allowed to run straight ahead?
And the
quick
question is
or
how.
far he would have got.
Yeah, and the question is how we
No,
know.
you
Here's
ain't
my
listening to
response.
my question. You won't let me finish.
Here's my response to that. How do you know it wouldn't? That's a game
What are
you can play back and
responding
forth all
to?
day.
You didn't even hear
That is
what
a
I said.
that's a
You
that's a
didn't even hear what I
hypothetical
said.
situation.
You
That's
didn't
a
hear what I
hypothetical
said.
situation. What you said was, and here we go with semantics again. You said, "How would y'all know?"
No,
Did she not
no,
say
no,
that?
no.
Did
Hold
she
it.
not say,
Hold
"How
it.
would you
No,
know?"
it's okay.
Did she
It's
not say
cool
that?
when you do it.
Guys,
It's
I'm gonna
cool
ask
when
everybody
you
on the
do it.
panel
You
right
make up a
now.
hypothetical,
I'm gonna ask
but it
everybody
ain't
on the
cool
panel
for me to do it.
because if you're gonna go into a debate with a debater, you better remember the words that you say and the words
Like
that
I
you say
said,
they said.
Like I
So
said,
with
like
everybody
I
on the
said,
panel,
Ron,
did she
like
not
I said,
say,
Ron,
"How would
he don't
quote
want me
unquote
on
how
this
would you
show.
know?"
That's why he won't let
What
me
I'm saying
finish.
is,
That's
did she
why
not
he gotta
say,
talk
guys?
at the same time I'm talking, because he don't
Did
want
she
none
not?
of
Did
this.
she not say, "How would you know if he had that line that he would do this"? Is that not what she asked? So the logical person who's got any common sense that don't have to get into all this other stuff can say, "Well, how do you know it wouldn't happen?" That's a hypothetical situation we're talking about.
That's true.
So with that being said, we can move on.
Are
I
you
will say
finished?
this. I will
Are you
say this.
finished? No,
If
he's
you-
not
if-
finished. Okay,
if
go ahead.
you- Hold on for a second.
You gotta let her finish though.
Okay,
Then-
okay,
then-
but I
no,
will-
you gotta
No,
let her
he
finish.
didn't let me. That's okay,
And then you
Travis.
come back.
It's
Oh,
okay.
you know, okay.
Let it be the Pop Junior hour. Let him
Okay,
talk.
I didn't.
Let
I
him
thought.
say all he want to say.
I thought
Go
you were
ahead,
finished.
Pat.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I thought you were
No, you
finished.
didn't think
No,
I
she
was
wasn't
finished. You
finished.
didn't want me to
Lady,
talk.
cut off.
But go ahead.
Okay.
ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I
Go
thought
ahead,
you were
Sharon.
finished.
You can finish now.
It's
If I
your
could-
show.
If I
go
cut you
ahead.
off, I apologize. I thought you were finished.
What you mean if? You know you did.
No, I didn't.
But you did it
There was a break in the
intentionally, 'cause
conversation.
You didn't want to hear what I had to say.
When
You
she
felt
stopped
like
and gets
you
silent and
had
don't
to
say
get
nothing
your
else, you
point
know she's
in
done.
She
about
stopped.
the hypothetical.
She stopped
You
and got
had
silent.
to
I
get
thought she was
Your
finished.
point in right then. You couldn't even let me finish.
We're too much alike.
And then
Go
you
ahead.
just made a fool of yourself because
I didn't make a fool
the
of myself.
hypothetical was started by.
Hey,
Yes, you
Ron, did I
because
make a
the
fool of myself,
hypothetical-
Ron?
Stop, Patrick. Let him
See
finish.
what I'm
Pop,
talking
you think I
about?
made a fool of myself?
You know what I'm talking
Let
about? Ron gonna leave.
No,
See
these
what
are
I'm
words
talking
that you should throw around in
Breaking and gone too.
To you, bro.
But you can address that when you get done.
Hey, Ron, let me ask you a question. You think I made a fool of myself?
Patrick, let him finish, bro.
I'm as a man. I'm
You can address
no,
it when
as
you
a
get
man.
done.
I'm gonna rebut this right now. You think I made a fool of myself, Ron?
What are you rebutting when you didn't let me finish the sentence?
No, you said I made a fool of myself. So
That wasn't
you
the
think
end
I
of my sentence.
you think
That
I made a
wasn't
fool
the
of
end
That
of
is
my
your opinion,
sentence.
though. Still,
All right,
You
so
did not let me finish my sentence.
right,
That
go
was
ahead,
not
go
the end of my sentence.
go ahead and finish, Sharon. I tried to apologize. Yeah, when I said
If you're good, just let
Jim
her
Brown,
finish.
Jim
It's
Brown.
not that serious, bro.
Kevin, right on
You're
point,
taking
Go
bro.
this
ahead.
way too
If-
Right on point, bro.
serious.
so
It's
if
not
I
that
cut you off, I
What
apologize.
you apologizing
And,
for?
and y'all, we
Oh,
I'm
overlook,
saying it's not that serious.
and we overlooking our.
Just let her finish.
Then she asked what I apologized
Okay,
for.
okay, listen.
Stop.
It's
I
simple.
don't
If I
understand
cut
what
this,
you
Sharon,
apologizing
I
for.
apologize.
I
Let you
don't.
finish and then stop. Just
All right,
stop,
go ahead,
bro.
go ahead, Sharon.
Stop. It's that simple. Go ahead,
I
Sharon.
don't. Now, then after all this, now you saying go ahead, Sharon. Now you
I've said go
patronizing.
ahead. How many
Go
times have I
ahead,
said go
Sharon.
ahead? That's why Ron's laughing
ahead,
because I've said go
Sharon.
ahead literally 5 times. I've said go
Yeah, I
ahead,
know.
Sharon.
You
But then
say,
Sharon-
go ahead,
Sharon-
Sharon.
and then
And
Sharon-
then
then
as soon
Sharon
as
to do
I say
this,
something else,
and
you
then
don't
Sharon
like,
to
you
do
gonna
this and
cut
say
me
something
off
else,
again.
and then
Wait a minute.
what
Wait.
happens is when
I
you
Every
do
left.
time
this,
he say it, every time.
what
Go
happens
ahead,
is when you
Sharon.
do this,
And then
you gotta
Sharon
expect
starts
somebody
to
else
go
to do
ahead
this
and
back
he
to you.
keeps talking
Wait a
just
minute,
like you're doing
Patrick.
right
I
now.
laughed
Go ahead, Sharon.
because I've been saying you were acting like Bobby Brown.
But go ahead.
I've
Go ahead.
been saying this a
I'm
long
saying,
time
now
ago.
listen to me very carefully. Go ahead.
I'm scared to say anything. 'Cause, you know,
You're
as soon as I start
You're
talking,
not good, Trey. Go ahead and talk. Go ahead.
he
Yeah,
gonna
go ahead,
pipe
Sharon.
up.
Go ahead.
As soon as
Go
I
ahead, Sharon.
open my mouth.
You got the
No,
floor.
He's
what
gonna
I'm
let you finish
saying,
complete.
what I was saying is Brandon was the one that started the hypothetical. But you point out my hypothetical, and my hypothetical was in response to his initial hypothetical. His hypothetical was, imagine what he could have done if he had that old line. That's a hypothetical situation that he was imagining. Okay. Now, why was it okay for him to make that statement? I didn't see you jumping all over him about the hypothetical. You know why? Because you agree with him. But as soon as I give one right back, now you want to get all upset about it being hypothetical. Sure, anybody can say that. Oh, yes, we can all say that. Oh, my gosh. But you didn't say that to him. And what I'm saying to you is, if you're going to put up with hypotheticals from one, you got to put up from us all, not just the person that agrees with you. That's one. Second of all, getting back to what I was saying, you don't know how he would have done in the open field because he didn't have a chance to get there, according to y'all. He didn't have very much opportunity to get to the open field. Why? Because he couldn't find no hole. So he couldn't run straight forward most of the time. That's 2. 3, the teams that he played on, I read about the teams that he played on. And I read some articles about those teams and who the players were. They weren't household names. They were not O-line members of the O-line who you heard about every single season. It might have been a player that had a great season that one season, but then wasn't there the next season. And then somebody else came in and did something great. So they didn't build Hall of Fame careers because they might have been one-trick ponies for that year, but they played their asses off, but they still were not consistently good enough to be considered a great O-line. I understand that, but they weren't trash. Anytime you compare those O-lines of that era to the Dallas Cowboys O-line, you're going to get trash. The Pittsburgh Steelers O-line wasn't even good as them, and I love my team, but Dallas was superb. So you can't call everybody else. Everybody else ain't trash. You can't use it as an excuse for one running back, but don't use it for nobody else. I don't see nobody giving Jerome Bettis any credit. Nobody's propping him up saying, oh, well, his O-line wasn't as great as Dallas. So you can't really look at his numbers and compare. Oh, don't do that to Jerome. No, ain't nobody saying that. They only say it about Barry. Why? It's because it's Dallas hate. That's what it is. It's Dallas hate. He played for the Dallas Cowboys. And those that love to hate Dallas hate it. And they don't want to give them crap, his props, and it clouds their judgment. My thing is, I'm going to be unbiased. I'm going to give it straight like it is. And the last thing I'm going to say, then I'm going to shut up about it. And I said I didn't even want to talk to y'all about this subject. I did not, because it makes me kind of mad. It really does, because
don't get upset.
Love to hate Emmett and love to make this argument, this excuse about the bad old line shit, and it's bullshit to me.
Don't get upset. It's just talk. It's just
bull. It's just bull to me. And the last thing I'm gonna say, if you remember watching Barry Sanders play, there's a reason why, if they were in the red zone, they took Barry Sanders out, because he sucked in the red zone. Could not barrel through the O-line to get into the end zone. So they would always put him out, take him out of the game, and put somebody else in to run against that goal line stance and get in the end zone, because he was not powerful like that up top to get in. That's the way it was. Okay. This ain't Sharon making this shit up. I looked it up and actually read about it. So I'm just telling you, I didn't just wake up out the bed one day and just decide that Emmitt Smith was better because I like their team or something like that. I like the Lions. I like the Cowboys. I don't care. I don't hate either one. That's not the issue. But when I look at the facts along with the footage in my memory of watching games and what happened, Emmitt Smith is a better running back. His mechanics are better. And the way that he played the game, it was better to me. Y'all can have at it.
All right. First of all, you said that.
Well said. Well said.
First of all, you said that.
Most of it was well said. I'll
Yeah.
give you that.
There's
Most
a
of it.
couple things.
No, it wasn't what said. First of all,
It's just a couple things I want to say.
first of all, you said that Brandon brought up the hypothetical. Yes, he did.
You're gonna go there again.
And in a debate, no. This is what good debaters
Okay,
do.
go ahead.
You let the other person finish, and you take notes on everything that they say
We got time.
because those are the points that they made. She said that Brandon started the debate of the hypothetical part of it. Yes, he did. And in a debate, you have two opposing sides usually. Of course, I'm on the side of Brandon. The debate is Barry Sanders a top 5 back? I'm on that side of the debate. However, because I'm on that side of the debate, why would I argue against Brandon bringing it up when I'm on that same side? So that's a ludicrous point. But then you brought up the fact of, well, how do you know what would happen when he had this line of when he gets to open field? So I'm gonna go ahead and touch on the open field thing. First of all, Barry Sanders was really well at getting in the open field. There's plenty of highlights and statistics to do that. He was one of the best open field runners ever as far as making people miss tackles. The point that me and Brandon was trying to make is he had to work twice as hard as Emmitt and some of the other backs to get to the open field. So that's the point that I just shot down. Here's the other thing. No one said that defense. Nope. Hold on. You're cutting me off now. I'll let you talk.
Yes, I am cutting you off because that's what I said.
So
let him go ahead.
So we got to be good sports now, Sharon. We got to both be professional, be good sports.
Oh, I'm being a good sport. I'm giving what I got.
Now,
I'm giving what I got.
So no one said that the Detroit offensive line was trash. Nobody, not me, said that.
Everybody says that.
Brandon
I didn't say you said it.
We
I
said
said
was
everybody
says
it.
See.
Let him
now
finish.
the roles are reversed, and I'm getting on her
Let him
skin
finish,
because I'm whooping that ass. Excuse my language.
No,
Now,
it's not. You're not whooping my ass. You're not whooping my ass. You're not whooping my ass.
With that being said,
let's just be
no
clear.
one said
You're
that
not whooping my ass.
now she don't want to let me finish because I'm making good points and I'm shooting everything that she said.
No, that's not why. I'm not letting you finish because that's not what I said.
So no one
That's
said
not
that
what
the
I
Detroit. No one on this panel said that Detroit Lions line.
I didn't
was
say
trash.
you did.
You said that out of your mouth just now.
I didn't
No,
say
he
that.
did not say
That's not
you.
what I said.
No, what I'm saying
That's
is
not what I said.
what I'm saying is
Not what I said.
what I'm saying is
That's
no one on
not
this
what
panel.
I said.
No
I'm
one
gonna
on
keep
this.
yelling it till you
No one
acknowledge
on
that's
this
not what
panel.
I said.
Okay, guys.
Ron, hold on for a second.
No, let's
Hold
take
on
a
for a
deep breath.
second. No.
That's not what I said.
No. We both have to be adults. And if I let her
And
talk,
be an adult and acknowledge that you're wrong
and
because
even
that's
when she
not
threw,
what I
even when she
said.
threw, even when she threw the shot about,
Sir, let him talk.
hold on for a second.
He let you talk.
Even when she threw the shot about, Brandon said that, he started a hypothetical. So how about give everybody the hypotheticals and then did the whole mocking boys thing?
That ain't what I said. Stop mocking me. Don't mock
With that
me.
being said, what I said is no one on this panel said that the Detroit line was old trash. Her statement was people are always saying, quote unquote.
They do.
However, what I'm saying is we're the ones in this. We are the ones in this debate on this panel, and none of us said it.
Doesn't matter.
So it does matter because that's the premise of your argument.
Doesn't matter.
So that's shot down.
Doesn't matter.
Now,
you're not beating me. Doesn't matter.
Cowboy,
we gotta be professional.
You just can't stand to lose. That's all.
Gotta be
but guess what?
right now.
Sometimes you gotta take that L.
You're the one who can't stand.
Sometimes you gotta take that L. Now,
That's you. That's you.
Now, she never had somebody to take notes on every single point she made during the debate and the argument and give it right back to her and shoot it down. Now, you made the point that everybody talks about. Everybody talks about.
Sir, you gotta let him finish.
This is not a real debate.
She made the point.
It's a good debate. It's a good debate, but you gotta let him finish.
That's not no good debate.
I make a side note real quick.
Tell me what I've had.
Because
I ain't
we
never
made
said-
him
I ain't
box.
said that to you.
She's doing a really good job at deflecting. Hold on, Pop. I'm gonna tell you what's
I know,
happening.
but we don't need that. No.
Pop. I'm
I'm not deflecting
gonna
anything.
tell you what's happening, Pop.
How do you know
falling right,
what
you
I
falling right,
had?
you're falling
That's
right to
my
the trap, Pop.
question.
I
You
didn't
said
know
it.
that. I've
What
been
she-
looking at our time.
Pops.
How do you know what I've had?
She's doing a
That's
good
what I
job of
wanna know.
deflecting.
Hey,
because
Ron,
I'm
did you
shoot-
tell
I'm
him
shooting
that I've
down
never
every
had
single-
anybody take
I'm
notes on
shooting
what
down
I said?
every single point that she
How he
made,
knows that?
one
How
by
does he
one.
know I've never had
All right.
anybody
And
take
with that
notes
being
on something
said,
I said.
because she don't like that, and she's taking the L on these
Really
points.
don't know.
I'm getting under her skin. She don't like it, so now she's cutting me off. Now let me talk. And she's trying to change
I'm
the
not
subject.
liking
to correct.
nothing. There is
Now-
nothing about this that I don't like.
She
I
even
love
said,
it all.
she even said, and quote unquote out of her own mouth, that Dallas line was superb in that era.
It was.
That Dallas
Did I
line
lie?
was superb, and it was so good that all of the other offensive lines during that time, I'm not saying they were trash, but they paled in comparison because Dallas
said
Dallas started the
Now you're
blueprint
repeating what I
of
said.
saying Dallas started the blueprint of saying, hey, we're going to invest X amount of money, X amount of scouting into this offensive line, and we're going to make the best offensive line
And
in the
they
league.
thought Jerry Jones was crazy.
And so I know, but that's what he did. So that's, you can't be arguing. So it's not that every team was trash, but every team paled in comparison. That's how good their line was compared to everybody else's. And then she said, nobody says that about Jerome
I
Bettis
said
and what he
though.
did.
I don't
But the
understand
body,
what you-
hold on. This is why I'm really
I
gonna
said
get
that.
her.
But that ain't the
Man,
argument.
no.
let him finish,
But
man.
I
Nobody-
said
nobody-
that.
Do this. You keep interrupting.
No,
You gotta finish.
nobody said this about Jerome Bettis and what he did for the Steelers, and I'm a Steelers fan. Guess what? Jerome Bettis isn't part of this debate. We're talking about Emmitt Smith and Barry Sanders. We're not talking about Jerome
I
Bettis.
know
and the
that, but I
Steelers.
use it as a
last
comparison
but not least-
example, which
last
is
but not
allowed
least-
in a
last-
debate.
Last but not least, we're not
Say
saying
more an
who-
award-winning
we're not
debate,
saying-
and that is
we're
allowed in
not
a debate,
saying who's
sir.
the better back.
We're losing control.
We're not saying who's the better back. The point, the root of this particular debate was who thinks Barry Sanders was a top 5 back and who doesn't. But,
No, it was
you
not.
know, we're past the Emmitt Smith.
No, it
Some
was
people gonna
not.
say Emmitt's better. Some people
No,
gonna say
it wasn't.
Detroit's better.
No,
At the
it
end of the
wasn't.
day, this debate particularly was about who thinks Emmitt Smith was a top 5 back and who
Right,
doesn't.
right.
No, it wasn't.
So Jerome
No, it
Bettis'
wasn't.
argument didn't even have anything to do with it.
No, it
Lame and
wasn't.
ludicrous. We'll get that out of here. Last but not least, you said that you get mad, quote unquote, and get upset when people make these comparisons with Emmitt Smith. This is a debate. Why let it get you that mad? You shouldn't get upset about if somebody else has facts
Oh,
and
now he's gonna
statistics.
tell me
and
how
good
I
faith
feel
just like you.
Now
And
he
then
gotta
last,
tell me how
and then
I
last
feel.
but not least,
Okay.
here's a tidbit. Here's a tip for you. If you bring any premise into a debate and use it as a premise for expertise, at the beginning of this debate, you said, quote unquote, I've been watching football for a long time, y'all. With that being said, when you introduce that into a debate, be ready for that to be scrutinized and be used, because that means that there's other people that are older than you or just as old. Hold on for a second. That watch football and that have watched football as longer.
I don't care.
Honey, I might not be as old as you, but I'm 47 years old. I'm almost freaking 50. Pops is almost is right at
If you want
70.
to know, I'm 60.
So with that being said,
I've watched
That's
it.
And I'm 41. And
That's
I'm 41
Oh,
myself.
so with that being said, your premise about I watched a lot of football, you tried to lay that premise as if saying
Can't do that.
because you watch football since the 70s, that gives you a little bit of an edge on everybody else as far as expertise.
No, that's not what I was saying. That's
just
how
shot
you
that-
took it.
Well, just shot
But
that
that's
down.
not what. That's
With
not
that
how I
being
meant it.
said,
But go
Is there
ahead.
anything
With
else you
that
want to
being
add?
said,
Because I went
go
through
ahead.
every point that you made and got the best of
Okay,
it.
are you finished now?
Yes,
You
now I'm
finished?
finished.
Okay, so on that last one about me telling how much football I've watched,
Yes.
I wasn't saying that it gave me an edge. I said that to let you know I've watched a lot. So if you got 90 million running backs and you're going to go ahead and pick one and say these 5 are the top 5 out of all these running backs that I've watched, it's not an easy thing to do.
That's
So you-
not,
So apparently,
You
so,
can't
yes,
you
yes.
can't look at it.
So
on
apparently
the
you
surface.
glossed over what I just said. We watch as much football as you have. That's the whole point
Are
I'm
you
making.
finished? Are you finished?
But that's the point I'm making. We
I
watch
know
as much
that.
football as
Yes.
you have.
And
All right.
when you came back with your rebuttals and you repeated the same stuff I said that's what I said too. I interrupted you and
I
said,
repeated
yeah,
the
but
stuff
that's
that you
what I
said to
said.
make a point to show that you were wrong. Because not only did I repeat
No,
them,
but
but
you're
then
not showing.
then
That's
I
my
gave-
point.
but
You're
then I
not
gave-
showing that I'm wrong.
then I gave
You
the
haven't
contrast to
shown that
those
I'm
things
wrong yet.
to repeat.
You just
So yeah,
repeated what I said.
So basically,
You haven't shown or proven
all right.
anything.
So let's take a poll.
But what I'm saying
we're
is, what
gonna
I'm
take a
saying to
poll.
you,
We're
first
gonna-
of all,
We're gonna
no,
take a
it
poll.
did not start out on if he was a top 5 back or not. No, it started out with I said that he was better than Barry Sanders. That's where it came from.
This
And that's
particular,
what was said. And then one of you said,
we
We
that
saw
one.
that.
voted, and then one of you said,
fixed
oh, and she also said that Barry Sanders wasn't a top 5 back too.
Yeah, I said that.
That
me.
was
I
the
said
second
You
premise.
missed that
But the
premise.
first premise was that Emmett was better than Barry
So,
Sanders.
Ron,
So
can I ask you a
was
question?
right. You're
Ron.
wrong. That
Ron, can I
wasn't
ask you a
the first
question?
premise.
Ron,
The
can I ask you a
first
question?
premise was who
Yeah.
was better, and that's
So,
what I
Ron,
said.
Ron,
And I
can I ask you a
also said I
question?
didn't want to
Can I
talk
ask you-
about it.
Ron,
But
can I
y'all
ask you a question?
insisted. So
When we asked you
No,
and
we
Brandon,
got to do this.
no, you can't ask him a question because I was rebutting
so Ron,
your
can I ask you a
rebuttal.
question? No, you ain't gotta
No,
say that.
you
You got. I know what you're gonna
can't
say. You
ask
can't
me
tell
no
that man what to
question
ask for
because
a
I
reason,
ain't
but that's
That
okay.
ain't what I was gonna say.
Okay, but listen,
I ain't
Ron,
finished.
let me ask you a
Ron,
question.
nope, you can't ask no question because I'm not
Ron, let me ask you a
finished.
question.
Wait a minute
Nah,
now.
it doesn't
No,
work like that.
I'm
Sherry.
not
It doesn't
finished.
work
Ron,
like that.
Ron, did I ask?
I'm gonna keep talking
Ron,
because I'm not
did I ask?
finished.
Did I ask?
How you gonna
Did you let me
interject
handle
a
it,
question in the
please?
middle
I
of
let
my
you-
rebuttal
let
to
me
your
go ahead.
rebuttal?
So
That's
so
why I
Ron,
said you
Ron,
don't
let
want
me
to
ask you
hear
a
what I
question,
got
Ron.
to say.
Ron, let me ask you a question.
And then
Did
you
I
want to
ask
say
you and
I'm
Brandon?
deflecting?
Did I ask you
Who's
and
doing the
Brandon?
deflecting now?
Did I ask you and Brandon who is the best back, or does Barry Sanders belong in the top 5? Because when I first asked you, Sharon
Ain't
butted in and said,
nobody caring
"I'm
what
saying
you
Emmett better," and I
asked
said,
him.
"No,
I
that's
said
not what
what
we're talking
started
about.
this
What I'm
conversation
saying is
was who's
the only
better.
premise
And
that we're
I'm
asking
right.
you guys is
I'm
is
right.
Barry Sanders the top 5 back? Go." And then you and Brandon both responded to that. Am I right? This wasn't about
Yes, that's
who's the best
true.
back.
That's true.
Brandon
That's
answer was
true.
yes.
That
Brandon
is
So
true.
was
Ron
But
is
yeah,
saying yes. Ron is
yes,
saying yes.
yes. I'm saying you said
He said yeah too.
yes. You said that, but that
You
wasn't
s-
said at the beginning. Beginning. Do you know what the word beginning means?
Don't do
That
that.
means that was
The only-
first.
Sharon,
was
the only
at the
thing that we
beginning.
debated about, Sharon, the
No,
only
it
thing
was
that we
not at the beginning.
Sharon,
The first
Sharon,
thing that
Sharon,
you
sweetheart.
no,
The only
don't
thing that we
share me.
debated,
You're wrong.
the only
You're
thing that we
wrong,
debated
Pat.
about today
You just
was whether or not
wrong.
he was a top 5 back. When the thing about Emmett and whoever's better came up, we all universally said, no, we're past that. That's arguable. It can go either way. But what you did say, you also said he wasn't a top 5 back. That's where the debate started today. Am I right?
That's a debate right there.
So there we go.
Because we fixed that about Emmett
That
and
ain't
Barry.
where it started, Pat. You can say it is all you want.
Okay.
Trying to win points and all that, but
Well, it
no,
was actually-
that's
he was
not where it
talking about
started.
both. He was talking about both points, the best,
That's
and
not
he was
what
talking about top 5.
And
That's what
we
was
were talking about both, but the first one that we talked about was who was better.
Yeah,
Period.
talking about both.
And I
That
think
was
we
the first
fixed
thing
that.
that was talked
But
about.
it was also
I
he was
don't want
making
to
a
hear
point.
about, but
where-
I don't want to hear all that. But I
We got-
it,
we
it,
hold on.
Though, Sharon.
it wasn't the first.
Y'all got
I'm making a
It
point
wasn't
for
the first.
the point you was making. I'm making a point for you.
I know it, and you're right. And I'm directing this at Pat.
But you just
You're
said
right.
you just told me to say
Travis.
but, and I was trying to say what we was talking about.
No, I'm talking about him putting his hand up, but no, Pat. Travis is right.
Okay, guys, look. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. Listen.
Let's just do this. Let's just say I won. Sharon took the L. She can't take. I'm competitive too, Sharon.
He always gonna say he won.
I don't like
It's the show.
losing either. But look, Travis and Dad will tell
I
you
don't
when
care.
they got me,
Listen,
I'll
I
say,
don't
you
care
know what?
about
I don't
losing.
like it, but you got me.
Just be
I
Bella.
don't care about losing,
This
but I
boy
didn't
back
lose
and
to
forth.
you.
Listen, it was
I
a
didn't
good
lose- I
debate.
didn't
It was
lose
a
right
good
here.
debate back and forth. It was good debate back and forth. Let's just say both of y'all made some good points.
Now,
Listen,
listen.
it ain't about winning or losing. We both got we all got our own opinions.
That's
That's
Hey,
all it comes down
hey,
to.
listen,
Guys,
listen, Travis. Your
At the end
brother
of
is
all
the
the
one that
arguments-
brought up the L. I didn't say
Hold on.
anything about losing a debate or anything.
Hold on.
He's the one that brought this into
Y'all,
the
let's take a
conversation.
seat.
We all
Not
got
me.
our opinions.
Actually,
And it was
Sharon,
a
Not
great
me.
debate.
actually, Sharon, you did. You said you didn't win
No,
just
I
because of
didn't.
that. You ain't won. So you
No,
brought that up.
Yeah,
Sharon.
I said that in
I
response to
know
you
that.
because you
It's kind of petty.
You
I
can't
know.
let
I
that
can
slide.
respond,
You can't let that slide,
But it's
Trav.
kind of petty though.
because you
Any-
said you
bring
won.
something, Sharon.
I said nah, you didn't
Sharon,
win.
if you introduce anything in a debate, you got it. You got to be ready for it to be scrutinized and brought up again.
Pat, y'all, can I say one thing?
Yes, sir.
So do you, Pat. So do you.
Not some
So
of them
do
things.
you.
Let me say this. Let me say this, guys. I'm gonna say this. If all this debate, all these opinions, they cool. But you know, at the end of the day, there's numbers that says they'll solve all this.
Oh,
I don't care
Lord,
what.
here we go.
Listen to me.
Here we go.
When the debates don't work, when the opinions get high, and when the morale get out of control, there's one thing that you come back to, and those are the numbers at the end of the day. The NFL got these numbers. No matter what we say here, The NFL's already done made a decision on it, no matter what we think. So it wouldn't be a debate going from the numbers. So we're gonna let the numbers speak for themselves, and we'll leave it right there. Because at the end of the day, y'all, there are numbers to situate, but really, who's really the best and who's really top 5 or not, no matter what we think.
All right, greatly said, guys.
That's
Everybody was great on their points. It was some great debating. Everybody was great.
Despite everything, I want you to be here every single podcast that we have. I don't mind beating you as long as you don't mind losing, okay?
Patrick has just been petty, Sharon. Don't pay that.
But listen, let me tell you something, Travis. Everybody on here know petty, so it don't bother me. Nothing he says bothers me. Him saying, "Oh, I beat you," and take a hell, that shit don't bother me.
Y'all know.
Listen,
listen, I appear on podcasts and you don't even see.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I'm talking this way because I talk and I'm confident in what I say and I'm confident in what I know.
Yeah,
and I also know that you cannot look at stats to determine top 5 in any sport. You can't just look at stats. You can't.
Because
and let me get
more professional than us.
You just can't. Stats don't tell the story.
That's what you're saying. You are telling us. No, it ain't. She's not going in on. We just talking. It's okay.
I'm not going in on
professional people.
Stats don't tell the whole story.
Listen, sir, all I'm saying is there are professional people that do this better than we are. All of us is local still. There are professional people.
Hey, listen, I look at myself as a professional.
No.
That's how I look at myself.
Dad
speak for himself.
But there are people that wrote the book.
There are people.
Now, for us,
I'm with you, Dad. I'm with
Listen.
Sometimes podcasts get it in their head that they don't want the people that wrote this.
Hey, Pops. Listen. Pops. Let me say this to you, Pops, dear. Let me say this to Pops.
Exactly.
Travis.
But at the same time, stats can be misleading. It's a double-edged sword.
They can be. But let me say this, Travis. Let me say this to Pops. Pops, look. There are professionals out there that feel that Emmitt Smith is better than Barry Sanders. I hate to break it. I hate to break it to you. There are some professionals out there better than us.
But I understand that.
Honestly believe that he was a better running back than Barry Sanders. I just hate to break that to you.
You're not breaking anything to me that I'm already. No,
he's agreeing with you.
So you got to learn how to accept someone agreeing with you. I was agreeing with you the whole time, but you wouldn't listen.
I didn't hear what you did. No, you know why? Because you were started to talk while I was in the middle of my sentence. I can't hear what you're saying when you're talking while I'm talking. So if you're agreeing with me, I don't know that you're agreeing with me.
But the bottom line is this. I won't ask you right now. I want you to see something right now. No matter what we're saying here, we're all going off the numbers and the status and the history.
The champ is here.
And sometimes we as podcast people, we override the coaches and the players. When a coach says something, a lot of us say, "Oh, that ain't what he means." When the player says, "Oh, no, that we don't know that because we're not out there actually playing." I don't care what we say here, but there are two people that really know what's going on. The person that wrote these songs, the people that made it. So, guys,
that's Patrick being petty. I told you he's just petty. Like, this is what we
petty, man.
Petty. Sharon, you know he's
petty.
Okay,
I'm trolling. Sharon. And all jokes aside, I do this. I thrive in this environment. I enjoy this stuff. I enjoy.
I know you do. I know you do. You are what I call.
Vice versa. You can't let it do. It's just a bit.
You're what I call a button pusher. You love pushing people's buttons and getting a rise out of them. And that's why that's why when you think I'm getting mad, I'm really not mad. It's funny for me.
All right,
have you ever, and I said this to you before, have you ever watched Talk Your Ish Tuesday? I got to deal with Czar. And when Czar and I go back and forth, it's a trip. You ain't got nothing on Czar, so
Czar's all right. Czar's all right.
What needs to happen?
He's the least.
He needs to come on here.
Liked on that show. If I'm being honest.
Sharon, let me tell you something right now, Sharon.
Don't knock him up like that. Czar's not all that.
We're not.
Listen.
Look, I can never.
I hate to say that like that, but I said that.
Josh, who was here earlier.
At the end of the day, Sharon, you got to remember, Czar is the least of your worries. Czar will never be me. He's the least of your worries.
These boys,
remember that.
When they were 3 years old, I had them in front of that tube, and I took them on the road. I'm just telling you now.
Hey,
I know you read. I know you know your stuff. Now I'm just telling you now. You listen to
What
a
happened
6-year-old man
when
trying
he
to
was
tell
good?
you something. You won't even listen.
Did somebody
I
tell
don't
him
care.
that he
Czar is
wasn't
like
good enough
the
to sell-
least of a podcaster worry, like Czar. I thought you was gonna bring. You would have said Dennis. Okay, I'm with you on that.
No, I said
But
Czar
let's
and
go ahead
Dennis.
and solve this.
If you listen, I said Czar, then I said Czar and Dennis, and then I said Josh having a debate with those
Now,
fellas.
Dennis is a beast. Now, Dennis,
Czar, Josh, Rashad, all of them on Stay Tuned. Stay tuned live, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time on Facebook. Right after Talk Here is Tuesday.
All jokes aside,
I'm
it
telling
has
you, when I'm on that show and I got to debate them, nah, I'm good.
It has
I'm
been
good.
fun. It has been fun though. I appreciate it. And like I said, we'll do it again next week. If you're not scared, to come back, we'll do it again next week.
Why would I be scared?
great debate, guys. Like I said, y'all both made some great points. We all made some great points.
I want to know where Ron went. Where did Ron go?
Tell them what you told
Everybody
me,
got their
Trav.
difference of opinions.
Tell them what you just told
At
me.
the end of the day, these numbers
Bruh.
fit, y'all. These
We
numbers
don't have
fit.
time. We don't. If we
Where
had
did
time
Ron
to
go?
stay on that more,
All right.
we don't.
So
And
are
what
you gonna-
is that Brandon? Is that Brandon still here?
yeah, he's back.
I'm still here.
His video's off.
Hey
But
Brandon,
Brandon, let me ask you-
Brandon.
go ahead.
I have a question. I have a Rams question actually.
Yup.
How long have you been a Rams fan?
Since '99,
Who's your favorite Rams player of all time?
Marshall Faulk.
Yeah, I like Marshall Faulk.
Marsh, you can't help but to like Marshall.
Yeah.
Who is the greatest Rams quarterback of all time?
Kurt
Gotta
Warner.
say it. I heard on her.
It's debatable,
Say it.
KW.
Say it.
KW, man. You gotta say KW.
Yeah, that could be
He don't like KW like
I know that's debatable right there. That's all.
Man, I had to say Kurt Warner, but I throw Matthew Stafford in front of him in a second just because Kurt Warner. I have my reasons why I'm not too crazy about Kurt Warner.
I respect that.
We're not
though, too,
doing that.
Brandon.
And I don't know
respect that,
why.
too,
I like Kurt Warner.
We'll talk about that another day. But
I'm
who's
not-
your favorite Rams?
We need to go into the picture.
Oh, well, never mind.
Sorry to cut y'all.
What do you think
But
of
we need to go into the picture.
what do you think of Dick oh God, what's his name?
Patrick, we got
brother.
to
Eric Dickerson.
Oh yeah, great, the best Ram running back, basically. You know,
Okay, y'all.
legend.
We got to stop right now, Brandon, because we got to go into the picture. Time getting short here.
All right.
Y'all
we
go
got-
ahead. I'm getting off. I see y'all
Okay.
later.
All right, Sharon,
I'll
appreciate you
I'll
coming
hear
on.
you.
All
Later.
right, now.
Hey,
Always
Sharon,
fun.
listen.
Come back next week.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, I
not
took
perfect,
I
Sharon.
took time off my
again.
work.
Oh, that's good.
I
Thank
took
you,
time
Sharon.
off
I
my
appreciate it.
work.
That's all I'm getting.
Appreciate
I
it.
got to go pick up my
And
daughter.
listen, I hate doing you like that, but it ain't personal, okay?
Don't
All right,
fall for
we'll
that
Oh
see.
trick.
Lord, here we go. You see, I'm ignoring him. Bye, Travis.
All right, Sharon.
Thank you, Sharon. Honestly, though, thank you. I
Come back
appreciate it.
next week.
We'll see you next
Bye,
week. all right?
Pops.
And
Bye-bye,
listen,
baby.
I'm gonna
Come
come on
back
talk
next
you.
week
I'm
if you
gonna
can.
come on talk your issue 1.2. Okay.
Come
Hey,
back again if
listen.
you can.
Listen, I want to hear y'all top 10, not 5, 10.
We'll do that next week.
All right,
For next week, I want y'all to come back with your
On the
top
reason-
Now, you
10
mean on backs
running
or what?
backs.
Only reason we
On
get
back
down
to
Running
part.
backs.
Sharon,
all
only reason we get
time.
down is because we
Run
gotta
backs,
go
top
pick
10.
up my sister from work. That's
We'll
the
do
only
that.
reason.
We'll see you next.
We'll
We'll start
get
on
on that
that.
next week.
We'll start on that next week.
That's what
Okay.
I'm saying. Next week.
Make sure
top
you
10
hear
running
that.
backs.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
top
I
10
got
running
this
back.
right
All right,
here.
well,
And we
How
want
about-
yours. We want yours too now. Okay.
Oh, I might be here.
No,
I don't know. I'm
No,
a little-
no,
no. I'm
Hey,
so
so
scared of
you mean
Pat.
you mean that
I'm
one little
too-
butt whooping
I'm
I gave
so
you to
scared
ring you
of
off?
Pat. I don't know if I can come because
Sharon,
he's
Sharon, you
such
mean
a
that
bully,
one
and I'm
whooping I
scared
gave
of
you
him
to
now.
ring you off?
That's that you're not working.
You see me clutching my pearls.
Yeah.
I'm just so afraid of Pat. I don't know if I
know
can
that.
handle that.
Don't let one time do that.
Stop, sir. Stop. Next week if you can come.
No, thank you for tuning in,
Don't
Sharon.
let people
Showing
come,
up though.
okay.
Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it.
Did
We're
you hear
sorry.
what Chocolate
We're sorry.
said? Go look it up. Did you hear what Chocolate said? Bye.
All right, we will. We'll look it up. Bye.
We'll
We'll
look
see
it
you.
up.
Brandon, you still on?
Okay.
Yep.
You gonna stick around for the picks, bro? Real quick.
Oh yeah.
So let me ask you a question, because I hope Sharon goes back and hears this. This is to get even more fired up. Travis didn't want to say it on the air while she was on here.
Bruh,
Can I say it now?
don't do that.
Don't do that. What's wrong
What
with
is
y'all?
wrong with you? Brandon, do not participate in none of that foolishness he talking about right now.
I'm gonna say this, Brandon.
I love what's happening,
Your
man.
boy won clear cut. Your boy won clear cut, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Why is so important about who wins?
He's petty.
Because
That's why.
anytime you do pops, Pop, this is a tip.
I know, but you ain't got to
This is a
go
tip
there.
from-
Hey, Brandon, you
Listen,
listen to the
listen.
whole debate. They both made some great points.
But
Nobody won.
but
It's just a difference of
no,
opinion.
Travis.
That's all. It's just a difference of opinion.
Okay, y'all,
Brandon,
let's
Brandon,
calm down.
I will
It's a
say
difference
this,
of
Brandon.
opinion. That's
Ron,
all.
you still in here, Ron?
Travis tooting a different tune.
No, he was whispering in my
Guys,
ear,
stop,
man. I'm trying to get this man to
guys.
stop. What I'm supposed to do? I'm live right now.
Okay, y'all, let's go. To,
So, Brandon, I will say this though.
oh man, guys.
Anytime you debate,
I'm trying. This is Patrick we talking
anytime
about.
you debate, Brandon, once you say anything during a debate or some kind of topic of
Why are you
whatever,
still talking about that?
listen, you got to be ready for everything you say to be scrutinized, to be picked apart, to be
And that's true.
opposed,
That's true.
to be opposed,
Yeah.
and to be remembered. You can't backtrack on nothing that you said either, right?
Especially,
Am I right, Brandon?
And Patrick,
Yeah.
especially
That's
when
true, but Pat, we got to get to the picks.
Okay,
we gotta
I'm sorry.
go.
All
I'm
right,
not saying it on live. We gotta go pick up my sister, guys.
I got you.
We gotta go,
Okay.
Pat.
Okay, we're
But
going
when
on.
you
Right.
come on Pop and Henry brother, you better know what you're talking about. You better be able to debate. Because we got debaters up here now.
Yeah.
You gotta be ready.
But I will say shout out to
Yep, yep.
because I thank her for coming on because sometimes people shy away from stuff like that, and Sharon has never been that way, so we appreciate that. All right, so to the picks, but your boy won, Brandon. That's all I'm saying. So to the picks,
Gosh.
no, I just
All right,
Go
man.
ahead,
The
go ahead,
Thursday
go ahead.
night game,
I'm waiting on
Bucks
you to
at the
start.
Bills. We all picked the Bills, and that was a dub. All right,
All right.
next game, Texans at the Panthers. Who you got, Pat?
I'm safe to say we all probably picking the Panthers, the Texans probably.
I got the Texans. Who you got, Pops?
Jackson.
I feel like please
Brandon,
don't
who
say
you
that.
got in that
You pick
game?
mine. I'm gonna call
Texas.
Henry.
Houston.
Or you
You
can
got
meet
Houston.
mine.
Okay.
All right.
What'd you say that?
Go ahead and meet mine. I'm gonna call Mary.
All right, next game, we got
Excuse me, guys.
we got Falcons at Titans.
Game of the week. Game of the
It
week.
ain't the
Falcons
game of
at
the week
Titans.
just because it's
Game
the
of the week.
Falcons.
Game of the week.
Brandon, Travis does this every time the Falcons we come to a Falcons
Man, don't
pick.
take my shine.
It's the
man.
game of the week. It's the game
Who you
of
got,
the week.
man? Falcons at Titans. Who you got? I want to hear that. Who you got?
He said, I don't want to hear that. I hate to say it, I got the Falcons, man. Y'all should win this game. Y'all got a little momentum going.
Should win this game. Yeah, you're damn right. We should win this game. I got the Falcons. Of
But
course.
if y'all can't stop Derrick Henry, then
Nobody can run on us, bro. We know our defense is.
Brandon,
third
he
for a
said
reason.
nobody can run on them.
They can't.
All right, so far so good.
So far, anyway. Now, got Falcons on that one. All right, next game, Saints at the Colts. Pat, what you got?
This can be a tough game here, but I'm gonna go Saints. From what I saw from Derek Carr, they got potential to make a little noise in the next couple of years, as long as everybody stays healthy. So the Colts, they kind of up and down. So I got to go Saints.
I'm going Colts on this one. I think Gardner Minshew is going to pull it out, and Saints are not really showing me nothing. They're really disappointing, actually. Disappointing. I thought they would be better this year than what they are. So I'm going Colts. Like what I see.
I'm going Colts.
Ooh, I'm the lone wolf on that one. You know what that means? We got to hit it one time. Oh, I won the debate. All right, next up, we got Eagles at Redskins. If I'm gonna name them Redskins, I'm gonna call them Redskins. I'm going to Eagles. Eagles should win. The Commanders beat them the first time, right?
We got
I'm going Eagles.
And I'm going Eagles.
Brandon, who you got on that?
But what Patrick
Eagles.
say is true.
Eagles.
I know what you're going to say, Patrick. It's true, but we're going to go on through it.
Who did you have?
No,
Who
no,
did you
I
have in the
wasn't saying
Saints and
about
Colts,
I'm talking
Brandon?
about the Redskins. I'm
No,
talking about,
Colts.
Colts.
I'm talking about the Eagles going up against them. They could lose that game with the Redskins. They could do it.
All right, next game. Pat said Miami. Who you got, Pat?
The Dolphins, of course.
I got Miami also.
I got Miami.
Brandon, who you got?
Miami.
Miami, okay.
Brandon?
Jets at the Giants. Now,
This could go
who you
either
got?
way right here.
Oh man, this is a tough one.
Yeah.
I got to go with the Jets though.
Think about
because-
it, Brandon. This could go either way, bro.
I'm going Jets on this one also.
Yeah, I think the Jets are showing a little bit more
Defense is
this
too
year.
strong.
And I'm going to go for Jets because they're showing just a little bit more. You're right.
All right, Brandon, who you got now?
Yep, Jets. And it don't matter that Bruce Campbell ain't playing or not.
It doesn't matter.
Yes.
You're right. You're right.
Right. Next game, Vikes at the
man.
Packers. Pat, who you got?
I got the Vikes, man.
Yeah, you do look like Bruce Campbell. You're right. Talking about Daniel Jones, quarterback. Talking about Evil Dead, Bruce Campbell with the shotgun. Talking about he look
Go
like
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Who, Sam Darnold?
Come on, guys. Guys,
Quarterback
come
Daniel
on.
Jones with the Giants.
Oh,
All right, What we at?
Vikings and
Vikings.
That's
at the
cold,
Packers.
Brandon. That's
Vikings
cold.
at the Packers. Who you got?
I got Vikes, man.
I got Vikes also.
They should beat the Packers.
and I got the Vikings.
Brandon, who you got in that?
Who the Vikings going against again?
The Packers.
Oh man,
Still in there?
Vikings.
Vikings, okay.
Nah, right.
Next game, Jags at the Steelers. Who you got, Pep?
I'm going to Steelers this time. I think
What?
we should. Our defense can keep us in games, and what I see happening is I'm not letting Matt Cannon off the hook, but Kenny Pickett. I know Kenny Pickett is starting to audible out of some of these atrocious calls, and as long as he keeps doing that and playing off the cuff a little bit more, we should at least be able to stay in these games and hopefully defense stay healthy. So I'm going Steelers at home. If it was the other way around, maybe not, but at home, yes.
Welcome to the show, Nate. You about missed it. It's about to be over with, but you can go back and rewatch it. I'm
It was
taking.
interesting.
Yeah, it was very interesting show. You gotta go back and watch this one.
Your boy won a debate.
Jags
Good.
at the Steelers. I'm taking Steelers. Pops, who you got?
I'm taking the Steelers.
Brandon, who you got on that?
Steelers on that one.
Okay. Next game of the week.
With a
Game
heavy
of the
heart,
week.
I'm saying the Steelers.
Game of the week. Rams at the Cowboys. Who you got, Pep?
It's possible. That's more of a game of the week than Falcons at Titans. Sorry,
Cowboys always game of the
I'm
week.
going Cowboys at home. They should win at home. If it was at the Rams, I would go Rams. Sorry, Brandon. But that don't mean that the Rams can't.
That'll be a home game for them for Dallas too.
They've been
I
taking
ain't lying.
lately. You're right, Brandon. They've been taking everybody stadium lately.
All right.
True.
Well, the
That's
Cowboys,
real,
like I
man.
said, the Cowboys are at home, but I'm taking the Trouble Rams on this one. I think they're gonna upset the Cowboys.
I'm taking the Cowboys, y'all.
All right.
The Rams, like Randy said a point while ago, they build it.
I think the
And
Rams gonna
pretty
get 'em, bro.
soon they'll have what they
I
need.
feel
But
it in the air.
Cowboys got too
Like
much.
Benny Siegel. I feel it. In the
Cowboys
air.
is too deep. They too deep right now for them. They just too deep.
Okay.
And at home, we don't lose at home.
We gonna see.
We don't lose at home.
All right, next game,
All right.
Browns at the Seattle Seahawks.
That's why
Pep,
you
who you
lose.
got?
The Browns have been playing really good without. The Browns have been playing really good without Deshaun Watson. It's almost making me start to be a little concerned that when Deshaun Watson finally does come back, they may be at a point where they can win with or without him. At this point, right now, I hate to say it like that. His throwing shoulder's still banged up.
So
But
you
I'm
got.
Browns.
All right, I'm going Seattle. Seattle's a better team. I think the defense is gonna be too much for the Browns offense because PJ Walker is playing quarterback and Deshaun's not playing. So I'm going Seahawks. Who you got? Pops.
I'm going to Browns.
Brandon, who you got in there?
Oh man, I don't know how Donatello's still doing it, man, but I take Seattle, man.
All right.
He does look like Donatello, don't he? I hate to say it.
All right,
That's messed up.
Ravens at the Cardinals. Who you got, Bell?
I got Ravens.
Okay, I got the
Then
Ravens.
again, them Cardinals, they dangerous now. They beat them Cowboys, so you never know.
Ravens. Who you got, Bell? I mean, Pops.
I'm going to Cardinals.
Oh, okay.
Brandon, who you got?
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Cardinals just out of sympathy, man.
What?
That's kind of
I'm
why
gonna go
Wait,
with that's a sympathy one.
Too, right?
That's a sympathy one, man, because
I kind of like that too, Brandon. I'm right
they
there.
cooked, man. Cardinals cooked this year.
They done. Yeah, they are done.
But you know the Ravens finna run it up on them, right? You know that. They finna
Yeah.
run it up on them.
Yeah.
Next game, Bengals at 49ers. It's an interesting
49ers
game,
lost.
right?
Well,
Twice,
you know
so
what?
they
I
can't
said the
destroy the
49ers should get their mojo back.
I hope they do.
At home, I got to go with the 49ers at least one more time. If they come back and look like
I
the
know.
49ers in the
Yeah.
first 4 weeks, then all is well. But if not, then I'm going to be questioning, okay, what the heck is going on? But again, it's the Bengals. The Bengals ain't no pushover team.
No, they're not.
So with that being said, I think the 49ers.
I'm going Bengals on this. Pops, who you got?
Ooh.
I'm going to go with the 49ers like Patrick said one more time.
I'm switching up this
I
time.
don't believe they're going to lose 3 games back to back. I don't want to believe that. But
Now, why I take it? Now the
Brandon,
49ers
the
going to win.
Bengals,
Now.
they could win that game.
49ers going to win now, Trev.
Brandon, who you got? Bengals at the 49ers.
Well, Brock Purdy, he cleared with concussion protocol. He's supposed to be playing. I don't think he'll play 3 bad games in a row.
That's what I'm
I
hoping.
don't think either.
And one question: is Debo Samuel's back?
He's not. It's a game time
I haven't
decision.
heard nothing about it.
It's a game-
I was looking for that.
I'm telling you what they said. It's a game time decision.
I don't know.
Pop says it's a game time decision. So
Trust me.
I go 49ers. I think they'll, I go with their defense on this. I think their defense will keep them
Defense,
So even without Debo, they should pull it out.
Yeah.
That ain't
All
been so
right,
lately.
next game, Chiefs at the Broncos. Pat, what you got?
I definitely gotta go Chiefs. The Broncos scared me a little bit last time they played until after halftime. Then the Chiefs pulled away.
Broncos ain't scaring nobody.
The Chiefs had a slow
Chiefs.
start.
I'm going.
I'm going with
I
the
think it's
Chiefs.
unanimous. to
I'm
Chiefs.
going with the Chiefs.
Brandon, who you got on this? Chiefs at Broncos.
Man, Chiefs.
Yeah.
Chiefs with their backups in probably beat them up.
All right, next game.
But
Bears.
what I'm saying is, when you have a division rival
Go
like
to
that,
Bears,
you
man.
supposed
Come
to
on,
you
y'all.
supposed to
Come on,
stomp them, right?
Come on,
Next game,
guys.
Bears.
No, hold on. Let me say this real quick before I'll let you go on. If Taylor Swift be at the game, you can forget it. Chiefs.
Yeah, you're right. They've been playing a lot better with Taylor Kelsey. You're right.
Yeah.
Them powers, Trav. Them powers.
Bears at the Chargers. Who you got?
Illuminati. Anyway, go ahead.
Say that.
Chargers. Bears and Chargers.
Stop, man.
Oh, you
Bears and Chargers. I'm going with the Chargers.
Bears, come on, Travis. Maybe they didn't hear it. Maybe they didn't hear
I'm
it.
going Bears. Oh, they heard it.
Man,
I'm going with the Chargers.
I got the Bears. Is they playing in LA or in Chicago?
In LA.
Man, the Bears, man. All the Chargers do is bring all them tenants do is bring hot airs into our palace, man.
Right.
They better have our rent on time.
Them Chargers looking at
The second team that I say, Brandon, that's always the home team. The second team. It's always
Yes.
the home.
Did you pick the Bears, Trap?
Yeah, I picked the Bears.
Okay.
I like Nate, the rookie. I like
I
that
picked
kid.
the
If I
Chargers.
knew he was playing last week, I don't know them
Okay.
last week. Next game, last game, Raiders at the Lions.
The Lions should beat the Raiders at home.
Should.
They should.
I got
I'm
the
going
Lions
Lions.
on that also.
I got the Lions too. Y'all, I'm not sure about that game.
Okay, well that concludes the picks for. Sorry we had to rush, y'all. We went later than we thought because of the debate. Went very long, and we gotta go pick up my.
What else
sister,
did you
so-
expect to happen?
But I'm gonna say this about that
If it wasn't
debate.
for that, we'll still be on here. But yeah.
Well, I'll wait and send it off.
Go ahead, Pops.
You know, when I look at debate shows and podcasts,
It got a little out of control today though. But I will say-
what I've seen about podcasts is true on all of them. You know what I've seen about podcasts is true about all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I've seen about
What's
true about
that?
all
What's
of them.
that?
The podcast debaters, they get the podcast debaters, they get the last word. It's supposed to be that way because it's their show. They supposed to get the last word.
Oh yeah,
They supposed to close it out with what they think, and that's the way it is. That we lost that. He did.
I did.
I think he did. But it took him so long. I kept telling him to go to
He's
it.
just long-winded,
Yeah.
bro. Look how
All right,
long
guys.
it is.
We love you guys, but I gotta go pick up my daughter.
Y'all enjoy the games tomorrow, man. Till next time. Peace.
Brandon, I will say this. No, y'all go ahead. Go ahead.
We done.
Y'all, peace. All right, y'all. Until next time. And Brandon, while they're getting ready to leave,
Here we go.
if a person says, "You have to let me finish, quit cutting me off," right?
Yeah,
And then you give them 8 or 9 minutes straight
I tried to tell her that. That
of
was
talking,
wrong. That
and
was
then
wrong.
then she said, "All right, I'm done. You can go ahead." And then I start talking, and every 30 seconds, Brandon, I kid you,
Yeah, she was cutting you off.
every
That wasn't cool.
30
That's why I was trying to tell you,
seconds.
she gotta let you talk, man.
And then would deflect, would change the subject, would bring in another element that was maybe related, but not really related, just because I was getting the best of it. But anyway,
But the bottom line was, what I was trying to say is, at all times you got to keep control of the podcast. You can't never let it get that way. It got out of control. You know what I'm saying, Brandon? It got out of control a long time ago.
yeah.
All right, we're gonna go.
But anyway, we'll holler at y'all. Till next time, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. And we still got some comments coming in.
We'll
I'm-
pick them up next week.
I'll try to pick them up next week. I may respond to them myself.
We apologize
I'm
to
still here.
everybody. But
And if it
not-
wasn't, if it wasn't for my sister been having to be picked up real quick here, then we'd stay on a little longer. But we thank y'all for tuning in.
but
Thank y'all.
we're gonna pick up on them next week when we first start.
Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. Okay.
All right.
And
All right, Pat, we gotta end this, bro. You
All right.
gotta end it, bro.
till next time.
Gosh.
Peace in the Middle East.
All right, guys.
Bye bye, y'all. Go ahead and cut it off. Get that, get that, go ahead and put that up.
Have you ended the video?
No, I got to make sure
Hey,
this
buddy.
Facebook one is
Okay,
saved.
there we go. We'll talk to you next week, okay? All right, y'all.
You gotta end the video. Hold on, bro.
Wait a second.
Saying that you will see a clock.
I see the